Yes. Okay. So who all are worked on this workshop?
I did.
Rudra?
A little, yeah.
Yeah.
I did a little bit.
You did. Okay, that's great. I'm not talking about percent here because that can differ from person to person and depend on your time share. But I want you to try, and we want to share everything so that we could understand where are the gaps, and I can fill in those gaps. Now here forth, mostly today or from tomorrow's session, we're going to start quality and assurance, right? And these are all environmental factors which we're going to learn to support BA, right? We talked about COE, SMEs, and all those other worlds. So we want to understand how the other worlds do support you as an BA. But right till this day, till this time, we learn how BA should function. What are the tools BA should use? So unless and until you know how to work, how to get it done, you couldn't understand the support you could leverage. So that's why I want you to put your heart and mind to getting this thing done. Try to complete at least today, tomorrow, whenever you have time. And let's try to discuss whatever we have completed till date. How about you, Revti, Santosh? Have you got a time to do this thing, the workshop?
Yes, sir, we done.
We have done little bit what?
SRS,
SRS.
he's working on
Okay.
SRS. Otherwise, he
SRS.
done
No problem.
everything. And from my side, I did everything.
Okay, great. Pavni, talk to me. She's saying she just started, so we'll try to understand whatever we've done. What about you, Rupanjali? What are the things have you completed here till date?
Yeah, I completed almost 4 things in SRS, and in the SRS, I made that HLD and this.
Wow, great effort.
Yeah.
And Sheetal, how about you?
I'm the bad student. I haven't done anything. I literally could not do it. I'll do it by tomorrow.
Definitely, please, because unless you do, I couldn't fill in the gaps, right? I need to
Yes.
understand the gaps, and unless you share those things with me, I couldn't able to guide further. So it's like I'm handicapped then, right?
Mm.
So who wants
I'll try
to?
to do it tomorrow.
I can, please try to understand me. That's a humble request. Yes. Who wants to go first? See, let's try to share whatever we did so that we can we can learn from each and every person, and we'll try to understand how BA with different personality, because we are individual persons here, right? So we need to understand from each and everybody how my personality work as an BA, and what are the elements I need to put more effort in. This is normal kind of where theory meets practical kind of scenarios. Okay, so Rudra, do you want to go first?
Yeah, I can go first. Okay,
Come again,
so
please.
here, should I share my screen?
Yeah, I'll just stop share my share so that I stopped my share. Please.
Sharing. Okay, so this is the HLD of the
Wow.
exercise app. I didn't finish the whole thing, but I'll definitely finish everything. So I did problems to solutions
Perfect.
from left to right, and then problems derived from SRS and customer-based reviews. So it'd be like inadequate / incorrect tracking.
Can I stop you for a minute?
Yeah.
The problems have not derived from SRS. They are included in SRS, derived from the subsequent meetings, subsequent conference call, or those instrument. So and please don't feel bad when I try to create you included to SRS. These are basically derived normally from various meetings and various conference call or various clients appraisal material. Yes, that's perfect. Please go ahead.
So one of the things was needs more organized and integrated structure of workouts designed in app for different body types and for the ease of consumer. The ease of consumer. Needs more workouts for various body types, right? This is just the structure, the design of the app, and then this needs more workouts. And
perfect.
And then this is more plans of payment for flexibility. If you can't pay, then we can do a monthly basis, whatever the case, right? And then needs more security for payment options and tracking, so nobody can see where you are. And
one quick question: where are the payments coming in? Means in HR we don't normally accept any payments, right?
Oh yeah, I know. Yeah. I was thinking this would be like proprietary exercise app or something. That's,
Okay.
we don't actually need payment if you don't want to. So I
Yeah.
can scratch that.
Just one suggestion. Try to put in name of application on the top. Could you just go bit, yes. Oh, it's a exercise app. Okay, okay. Then it's okay. Then I can understand. Sorry. I was, think about the typical HR app. Please go ahead. You're right. Pardon me for that.
No worries. And then the solutions were GPS tracker with more precise location tracking software, along with enhanced motion calibration, which would be like your step counter. So instead of like moving your phone around in your pocket, it would actually know if it was steps or if it was just you moving the phone, right? So
Right.
that's the software.
Perfect.
And then regular software updates with more content and security measures for various payments. We can scratch that out because we're not doing that. Of payments. Instead of saying with more content for the body types and workouts, right? So instead of payments, I'll just change that to
Okay.
workouts. Okay, workouts and methods.
Perfect. Yes, I can understand that now. Clear.
And then this is the same thing. That was the pay. Sorry, we can scratch that. Better questionnaire / review panel for more accurate and focused health plan and aim development. So
Perfect.
from
So you understood the overall gist of the HLD. You understand, how it's to be represented, right?
Right.
And on top of that, if you want to include, anything, you can keep adding. You can add balloons up and down, and modify the environment as we did for SAP in our attendance thing, which we shared on presentation, right? So you could able to add, because there are lots of places, lots of symbolic representation areas available here. That's really good. Please go ahead. Great work.
Thank you. Okay, let's do. Okay, so this was derived from the SRS. I didn't actually get this completely the way I would like to, have. But here it goes. So SRS for health app for Apple / Android phone. I didn't really do the Android part. I did Apple because I have Apple.
Okay, no problem.
So methods for implementing innovating data tracking for miles ran, walked to nutrition details.
Perfect.
So these would be the normal categories in the Apple health app, right? So you can see activity, body measurements, cycle tracking for mesocycle. If you're a female, hearing, heart, mindfulness, mobility, and the list goes on. Symptoms,
Right.
vitals, and other data. And then you can add a count, But so I put motion calibration enhancements for more accurate step count, heartbeat monitor using flashlight for more accurate readings because they do that now on the more advanced cell phones, and less dependency on user input. So actually, let me go back to the heartbeat monitor. So when you put your finger to the flashlight on the back of your phone, it flashes really quick, and it's actually using that flashlight to detect how fast your heartbeat is going. And if you do it traditionally, like putting your finger to your throat or your fingers, or sorry, your wrist, the problem is your resting heart rate goes down because you're getting more relaxed. So it's not really accurate because it's constantly changing depending on the mood you're in, right? So that's why it has to be really fast to get the more accurate count.
Right.
So less dependency on user input for some of the forms, if not all. Customer-based ease of use and innovation requires more innovative approaches to common data entries and some special cases where symptoms are known and reminders are set for those individual cases, such as diabetes or something like, oh, you shouldn't eat this much sugar if, likewise, maybe your heartbeat is up, maybe you ate a lot of sugar or something like that. Basic security and software patches for new and common issues for user reliability. And then I tried to do a system conceptualization.
Wow.
So activity tracking simplified with easy to click and innovative buttons, less time wasted in filling out form, more time in performing activity. So like,
Right.
oh, okay, I'm going to do sit-ups.
More to do with below shoulder activities and upper shoulder activities. Good.
And then sleep monitoring based on user preference. Oh, because this is how it used to be. I don't know if it is now. This is how it used to be right here.
Wow.
So activity, mindfulness, nutrition, sleep. I didn't want to just copy the image and then put it on there. So
that's okay. I can understand. Yeah. At least, you analyzed, you do a research. This is what you call research, right? And there's nothing in copying also. But yes, just to make sure we didn't steal anything, because, quite a few things are copyrighted. So you need to convert it into words, or you need to put a part of the image, and this thing happens in real life as well. So, it's like you're taking what you can say, the prerana, or, the basic idea from somebody, and you trying to evolve it. That's what the overall elicitation is all about. Yeah, please, that's really great work. Please go ahead.
Okay. All right. So sleep is kind of hard, because there's no way to really track how much you sleep, right? It's a separate entity. Your phone is a separate entity. So
Right.
I was gonna say, like, maybe enhance with white noise generator, so people would be more reliant on using their phones to go to sleep, or soothing sounds to help use a transition to sleep, so at least somewhat knows when you're going to sleep. And then nutrition tracking with innovative buttons, again, based on diet, so vegetarian, vegan, non-veg, etc., with recipes that have ingredients and their levels, such as sodium/sugar levels. So just be easier to click those recipes instead of filling out each thing individually. And then mindfulness tracking enhanced by more easy to use features, such as how you would like to feel by meditating, and various methods catered to that mood user wants to attain, like peace or active, depending on what mind you want to be in.
Right. Yes. Perfect. Have you ever, or do you give a thought to which type of users you want to concentrate on, like age group, or areas, or see, if you look at the SRS which we shared, could you stop sharing so that I can share? It's really great work, and let's try to understand, where are the I'll not say gaps, but where are we are basically trying to have some additional things. Visit SRS thing, not HLD. Okay, let me
I
give
know
me
I was missing some elements there.
could you speak louder, please?
I said right. I know I was missing some elements there. I know I didn't do it.
That's what that's what I'm trying to show you, because these are critical and important part, because every organization has some discipline, right? Discipline the scenario, they want to have certain things included whenever they request for documents. The efforts are really good. Really means I really appreciate the way you where the thing I couldn't see. Okay, Zoom meeting. Wait a minute. There's some challenge. Let me. Okay. Here I go. Is it open, right? So share my screen. Okay, here you go. See, over here, could you see my system requirement documents page? Yeah. Okay. Let's try to even I think we discussed with Pawnee on Sunday, and even I believe Santosh had some challenges, right? So let's try to understand what we need to fill in. Sorry. Let's try to understand what we need to fill in, right? Fill in the scenario. What do you actually need in plain simple English? System requirement summary. What this talks about? This talks about why we are doing this. Why I'm spending so much efforts. Is there an actual problem? Is there solution I'm trying to give on top of the whatever solutions available in the market? So am I trying to support any specific cause? Am I trying to solve any specific event reoccurrence, or natural calamity, and all those things? So this basically talks about why of the solution, right? So in your example, Rudra, We want to talk about enhancing the healthcare industry's practices for exercise with the exercise app, right? So helping the exercise enthusiasts, trying to have better access to their records, better access to their what you can say calibration, coverage, data collection, and so on and so forth. So these few points, right? These few points you need to pump in here, because whenever you present to COs, CTOs, MDs, and the guy who's going to pay for this, somebody needs to pay for this, right? Because your salary also comes from something, unless you're doing it for social cause or something. Whatever you do, there has to have certain money coming from. So there's something, so budgeting, there's something, vision requirement, vision calibration against the availability whatever there in the business, right? Against the availability in the market. So that's how it's get compared to, and that's the basic what you can say. It talks about system requirement summary. Any confusion here?
Nope, understood.
You good, right? Anybody else have any confusion in putting system requirement summary?
No.
No, we are trying to get it.
Great. So what we need to do, we need to put some 6-7 bullet points. Why we are doing this? In short, what the hell I'm doing? So that's what needs to go here. So whenever we start with this SRS, these are the requirements for so and so thing. We are trying to build a better HR system for State Farm. Means I'm talking about the sample which we discussed. So what are I'm going to do better? I'm going to modify the attendance system. I'm going to modify the leave management system. I'm going to make it available 24/7 and blah 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 stuff. Even I can copy the points from the HLD. It is more or less copy paste. Only you need to rearrange the word in a scenario. It fits with the fill in the blank. Okay. Let's move to the next para. There are hardly, I think, 6 or 7 chapters. I'll go chapter wise. Now business requirement. This is what you collected in meetings. So these are just the bullet points shared from the mouth of client. So whatever I believe the VP HR at State Farm given me 6 to 7 requirement. He want to have better attendance management system. If he stated like he want body scanner, iris scanner, this scanner, that scanner, I'll just dump it over here. And there will be a reference of minutes of meeting prepared by BA, prepared by your sales manager, prepared by the client's correspondence or executive. Doesn't matter. But that whatever minutes of meeting have been created, whenever you gone visit there, whenever you had a call, whenever you have Zoom meeting, Google Meet, whatever it may be, whatever the requirements you have collected, those come from client. I just dump it over here saying ki Mr. So-and-so has explained me in this 6-7 requirement. So this is my base for the solution, base for the problem I'm going to address from the client's mouth. Any confusion at this moment?
Understood.
We are good, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Now I'll explain again why we need this template, because these templates, these documents are revised by very senior people. They have certain fixed time set. So whenever they review this document, they'll have a look at those specific paras within this document rather than going through the presentation, or rather than keep listening to your 1-hour conversations or those things. So there are these specific discipline documents which has to go much before you start presenting. So SRS is my basic reference point, basic Bible for BA, which will keeps getting updated whenever you feel a new addition to it, whenever the customer gives you anything new. So this is a kind of reference document for the vision, a reference document for the vision getting converted to the business, getting converted to the solution. Does that make sense? Does that clarify your idea, or whatever confusions you are having with this?
Yeah.
Great. And then please keep asking question, because it's okay, I can keep repeating this thing, but unless you understand, unless you try to do it on your own, I don't know where there are gaps. So please, humble request from bottom of my heart, please try to do this, because this is what basic BA does. So unless and until you fill in these blanks, I couldn't guide you further. And please don't feel bad if I say something, you need to add something or subtract something. That's a normal, communication, and that's a normal, type of training what we're going to have. Okay. Now let's move to the chapter 3, system and service dependencies. whatever the system we have in existence. For Rudra's exercise app, there are n number of systems available in the market. There are smartwatch, there are, I couldn't really, remember of them, but there are quite a few exercise enthusiasts exist in the world, and they try to do a mix and match on their own. So I'll try to dump in couple of things here saying I'm competing against these guys, and this is how mine is better, mine is going to get better, and this is what the thought process is. So this talks about where I stand and how my solution is going to affect the people. In our normal example which we are talking, I am talking about how I can improve the State Farm's VPHR's life, how he is going to get everything on his mobile to approve, how he is going to get everything fit in the existing system, because they have SAP. We talked about SAP, right? So how this whole global 24/7 on cloud solution going to help the State Farm guys. That's what this talked about. It's a dependencies. Forget about system and services. Systems are basically just the solutions. Services are if you're trying to provide services here, right? So those things. Now, any confusion here at this moment on chapter 3?
No. Clear.
And again, please do this thing, because this is the most important document BA creates. And everything means whatever you do in terms of advice afterwards, whatever you do in terms of suggestions, review, and ask somebody to get it aligned with this. These are the Bible which you're going to refer to for the development team. Even FRS couldn't contract with SRS. And SRS is basically getting extended from BRD. So if you are a BRD, in BRD, they have clearly mentioned these things. Means if at all they create BRD. But you couldn't ask BRD because you're normally talking to very senior people in your client. So client is always on the upper hand because they are paying to develop these things, right? We are building profits on basis of whatever client is paying. So clients have an upper hand, and we try to work whatever we have in our whatever we have on our table. So that's how this overall dependencies we need to discuss afterwards. If you can't discuss throughout the first meeting, second call, third call, or whatever it may be. So this is also kind of additions normally happens to these chapters whenever we talk about dependencies. Okay, so I believe we are clear enough, right? Forget about the blue words and black words here. Whatever I'm telling you, try to dump it in and we are good to go. And then we can revisit this thing. See, this workshop is not kind of ribbon cutting ceremony. This is how we are going to learn throughout this training. So unless until you put in the effort, I couldn't guide you to do better. So please definitely do these things. Okay, and Rudra, whatever you did, really great. It serves the purpose, but it serves the purpose for a layman. We are talking about a role, right? We are talking about a discipline of a environmental, or we are talking about the discipline on job, right? So we need to comply with certain documents. So this is the overall documents which it will fill in, right? So we need to have these bullets, these headers, chapters headers, or whatever you want to call it, so that we could understand and relate to these points. Okay. Chalo. Any questions at this moment for me?
No, this is a really good template.
Thank you. Thanks.
I forgot to look at this.
Sure. Just try to tweak it. I think you did quite a good amount of exercise. Try to put in quite a great amount of efforts, and I really appreciate that. And we'll have a look at the others efforts as well. And this interportability, just forget about this chapter. Let's not work on this. We'll work on this whenever we do QA/QC and Scrum. Okay. So just forget about the chapter 4. Let it be there. Just put the heading. Even technology impact assessment, put it the heading. And even 6th, let's do the first 3 chapter only. Could we do that?
Yeah.
Yeah, if you can try, if you're working in IT or if you're working in HR, or if you can give a go ahead, I'll be, more than happy. But let's do this thing, whenever we finish those relevant, what you can say, environmental things which we do for BA. Okay. So any questions for me at this moment on these things? Please feel free to ask, so that we can really get this thing as required by BA. So please who have questions for me at this moment?
Ravendraji, I don't have
Please.
a question, but I joined little late. So can you tell me what's the topic? Just the topic will be fine for the chapter 1.
Okay, these are the topic, ma'am. Okay, I'll start this. I'm still sharing the document, right?
And
Okay,
I'm sorry for late joining.
no problem, no problem. I can understand that, and this thing happens. See, these are the 6 chapters we talked about, right? We need to fill in as far as system requirement specification document goes, right? So what I'm trying to do, I'm trying to explain each of these chapters, like what it needs to go in. Okay, forget about the last 3. Just try to fill in the first 3 chapters. So we talked about system requirement summary. This talks about why I am solving that problem, or if there is a problem, what type of problem was it, and where my solution is going to get targeted to. Mota. So in in Rudra's case, he's trying to solve the exercise enthusiast, data collection, exercise routine, and then all those things. Rudra, could you just peep in and try to explain your business system requirement summary, please?
Okay, so the point, or the goal of the exercise app is to collect as much data to enhance users and make it easier for them to get into a better mindset and focus on their individual case, and basically
perfect. Yeah,
motivate.
that's the kind of overall bold statement, right?
Yes.
Then we might add what are the users of this system, how they will help to. So I'll write down might be in my area where I'm residing. I have studied this group, that group. Even I've tried to talk to these guys. There is a interviewing, brainstorming. If you have ever done, or if you can relate this problem, or you need to put the environment where you're coming from. How do you got this problem? Because the way I am seeing it, you're trying to create a product for masses. Is that a right assumption, Rudra?
Yep, make it easy.
Okay, so that statement has to go in there, saying, okay, I'm trying to address a generic problem of exercise enthusiast, or the resident of so and so area, so that they could have better exercising data collection options, and other things, whatever you thought of as a person, as an BA. So whatever we're trying to do, we are trying to solve a problem which exists in nature, in commonality, not given by something like State Farm, not given by something like any other company as such. So we are trying to create a product for a generic masses. This is normal scenario, and trying to relate to whatever you're trying to do, how the vision came to you, and how you're supporting the overall solution. That's the important thing. That's the things which go here. Does that answer your question, Usha?
Yes.
Great. Could you please, try to put in your words? What do you think in terms of whatever example you're going to take for creating this document?
Okay.
Have you thought on that?
Actually, right now I'm working on an assignment. This is like for the call center. So I am planning to make something for the agents of call center. What are the requirements we need to hire the agents for the call center? What kind of setup is required to arrange the full call center setup for a government project? So I'm planning to do my assignment on that.
Great. So you know the problem, right?
Yes.
Now you need to explain that problem and how you're approaching the solution. So overall solution approach and solution need is going into system requirement summary.
Yes.
Okay. So everybody understood, or anybody have still any confusions? Please speak up. This is really important for everybody. Please go ahead.
Is it about convenience and ease for the consumer, or is it ease?
Could you please speak louder? I couldn't hear you.
Yeah, sorry. Is it for the convenience and ease of the customer, or is it the convenience and ease for the stakeholders?
See, Rudra, it depends on environment, right? So it's you who decide, or it's the clients. See, in our scenario, we've gone to State Farm, or State Farm called my sales manager, right? And then me as an BA, or you as an BA associated with the sales manager gone to State Farm. That was the environment we discussed about. In your scenario, you have been seeing this problem for, let's say, last 5 years, 2 years, 1 month, 5 months. Okay, so that you understood there needs to have a solution for the masses to improve their exercise data collection. Okay, I'm just I couldn't really conceptualize complete vision at this moment, but that's what I'm, whatever I understood, I'm trying to put it in the words. So these lines, so whatever solution I'm creating, and what are the audience, or what are the people or users I'm going to solve the solution to, has to go in here. Does that answer your question?
I got it.
Okay, so that's overall what you can say requirement summary. Forget about the system board also. So I'm trying to solve those problems, those requirements. They haven't given me as such, but I know if I ask them, they will give me these requirements, because as a brilliant, this is what how the product vision comes in. So I decide, sitting in my office, saying there needs to have an exercise, tracking application where I could collect data effectively with all the technology advancement in hand with me, and I can sell this like left and right. This is how the product's idea gets started, right? Or let's say for the great example of Apple computers. Sitting in my garage, Steve Jobs and other three, they sat in the garage, they banged their head on the wall, table, and refrigerators and what all things, and they came up with the idea saying we need to have this computer for each and everybody. That's how the Apple computer came into existence. You know that, right? There's a movie for that also as well. Have anybody seen that movie? How Steve Jobs conceptualized the Apple computer? Even there's a movie for Bill Gates as well. How he conceptualized the Windows.
Bill Gates.
That's more of copycat rather than creating anything by itself. But that's okay. That's part of overall getting the vision, building the vision, creating a vision for a product. What we talked about in our typical example, we are trying to solve a problem of a business, and the business calls you saying, hey Infosys, I think you have a good BA, you have a good sales manager, and let's try to build a solution for us. And I have a couple of ideas how to build that solution, and you can use your technological help, COEs, SMEs, and all those things to help me much better. And that's how I came to you. This is how the thing works, right? So there are these different paths and different way of approaching the business problem or solving the business problem. Okay, does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay, great, no problem. Now we then the business requirements. Now business requirements is basically, we talked about the vision, right? So what are the solution I can give? So this is the next step further. What are the solution I am giving in Rudra's thing? I'm building an iPhone and Android app. Okay, and this app will get distributed to the masses with some money, without some money. This thing come because that's how I'm going to generate money, or that's how I'm going to do free to the world. This also happens, right? So here the requirement summary, and then the solutions to the requirements overall. How the business is going to help that requirement. How we as an Infosys is going to help the state farms, right? And then the third one, the systems, where I'm going to fit in this system too. So what are the other competitors available to me? How this system is better than the other system? How we evolving as a system? How am I trying to provide the solutions to the other guys, right? So as a solution, Infosys is providing to the state farm. We are trying to build an attendance application. We are trying to build an enhancement in the attendance applications at the state farm. So I need to explain something about whatever there and how this new app or new solution is going to fit in. Okay, so just try to build these three, and we will get to a level so that we can understand the SRS in depth, in detail. If you understand this, if you could do it, you are going to rock as an BA. Believe me. Just try this thing. Just try this once, and we'll do the other things also step by step. But you must try. Okay. Any other confusions or any complications? What needs to be written and all?
Not a complication in that, but I've noticed that the bigger the customer base is, the harder it is to cater to.
Right.
Them.
You're bang on. You hit the nail. Correct. Very correct. So that's why I'm saying now, whenever Infosys talk to set farm, the document length can be around 30 to 40 pages. But whenever Rudra talks to Ravindra, or whenever Rudra tries to put in his application, it'll be hardly 6 or 7 page. But this is normal evolution. So don't worry on the length of the thing right now. And normally in Infosys, there could be 3 or 4 business analysts going with a project manager, because they have certain domain experts also, with them. Mostly the sales manager will catch a BA who's really good in attendance management or the process flows or the workflows or the activity master, and he'll accompany that BA with him. And then couple of other BAs to record the meetings, record the voice, try to ask unnecessary question to the client. How was your dog? How was your lunch yesterday? Oh, you have really improved your conference room. This is a need of the business, because this is how we as an engagement partner engages with the client, right? So there is something wine and dine also goes into it, because he's awarding $1 million contract to Infosys, right? So that's how the whole business dealing works. Pardon me for throwing such big words or big details to you right now, but this is how how the BA's criticality, the BA's vision, or BA's visibility overall within the organizations does affect the whole play of the solutioning. So as an BA, you must try to able to explain these things, to explain your thoughts in the best possible English words. So the linguistic, the communication does matter a lot. Okay. Does that make sense, Rudra?
Yeah, understood.
Great. So any confusion on these first three chapters?
No, I'll do it. Sorry. Yeah.
Okay, I'll one by one. Means
Okay.
So Usha ma'am, we are comfortable, right?
We are comfortable. So first chapter says what is the problem, second solution says what will be the solution, and third says what services and systems we are going to implement our project.
Right, and how they are going to fit in.
How they are going to. Okay, perfect.
Perfect. Perfect. That's the basic thing. If you could just put two, 3 lines, or 2, 3 paras, that's more than enough to start with, and then we can evolve these documents throughout the working. Okay.
Okay, so tomorrow's homework is this, or do we need to do the previous one also with charts and Excel or those things?
Yeah, that's all supporting things, na.
These are also okay. Perfect.
See, okay, let's try one by one. Let's do it, kind of evolutionary work. What I can say, if ever anybody has done this thing, most probably I believe Santosh and Revati, they have done graphs or chart. Let's try to understand from each and everybody, and then we can take a step further, right? Revati,
Okay.
Santosh, what have you done right till this time?
I have done SRS, HLD, and WBS, and use case diagram as well.
Wow, great. See, so
And
that's all we require, right? And we'll keep building on this. That's really great efforts. Thanks for that.
thank you
Santosh,
so
what
much.
about you?
Yeah, I have done except SRS, use case, HLD, and
WBS.
WBS.
Okay, great. So you need to put it together, right? That's what is remaining.
Yes.
Great.
But the same challenges I also have faced last night. That time I text you because before
Yeah, I can
starting that
understand
I
that.
need, yeah. But still somehow I went through a lot of videos and Google to get the ideas about how exactly SRS should be,
Sure,
So
no problem. I can
yeah.
understand that.
So somehow
I
I
was in a
managed to make
IEEE
it.
meeting throughout the day.
Yeah, I understand that.
So,
I
so
understand.
pardon me for that.
It's fine.
And this thing keeps happening. So
No,
Yeah,
let's
it's
go.
fine.
not a problem.
Okay, so great. So that's really great. Means great effort. We'll have a look at it. In next few minutes.
Yes.
Pavni ma'am, could you please where we stand? Means what have you done? Could you please?
Yeah, hi. Actually, I done in use case diagram, and I'm okay with the HLD, but I'm not sure with SRS. So what I thought, like I had to done that HLD and that in the SRS.
You
Okay,
understood now?
yeah, you said that the 3 points, I understood that. So
Okay, great.
based on if I pick what I understand, so sorry if I say anything wrong
Please,
because of
please
I'm
don't be
very
sorry. We
new.
are learning, ma'am. And
I'm
I'll
not
stop you. Please go ahead.
yeah, I'm not understanding what is in the proper things, what I have to choose. First of all, what I have to choose. Okay, this is the first of all, if you so if you create a solution for a problem, so what I have to choose a problem there, first of
Right.
all. So that's what I'm thinking, that first what I
That's
have
the
to,
system
I'm
requirement summary.
totally, yeah,
Hmm.
I'm totally numb I'm totally dumb about all these things, like okay, what, first of all, what I have to choose the problem, and
Hmm.
if I choose a problem, so what I have to create the solutions, like there is a lot of couple of things get into my mind, but
Mhm.
I'm not sure it is note down it in the proper way. And I can, but sometimes what is it the way this is the solution for this problem? So sometimes I think that, but I can understand when you guys were saying all these kinds of and choosing that problems and all the solutions, but I'm understanding, but and creating
Ma'am,
that
I believe you are thinking
takes
too
some
much.
time.
Please
Yes.
don't, don't think that much. Try to think as in you're filling the blanks. Okay,
Okay.
just try to write down whatever there is a problem. Write in that system requirement specification. In business, requirement specification, try to put down whatever solutions you're going to give. And in the third system, whatever you call it, I think
Okay.
these are English big words, but we have to use this thing. So system and service dependencies. What are the, how your solution fits into the correct current world? That's these
Okay.
three things. Just
Okay.
put down these bulleted points, and I think we are good. And then we'll keep improving. That's how we learn, right? You start somewhere, and then how you improve. You keep improving. Then we are going deep into the BA day by day, hour by hour. That's how I
Okay.
look at it. Don't
What
think
I,
too much. And
yeah,
I don't
what,
expect you to means if you can, please do a research. That will help you a lot, because research is a big part of BA. So if you do Google, if you do this, that's also going to help. But what we are starting off with filling the blanks. That's what I'm expected, because the way we perceive, we are looking at you're working as a BA in a matured IT company. So you don't normally create your own vision. You try to fit in the requirement to a current set of possibilities, permutation, combination we have, and get the thing done as fast as possible. This is on ground. I don't want to frighten you at this moment. That's why I haven't used those words. But this is actual scenario. So Infosys will give you a template, and saying, even minutes of meeting, they have these templates. So whenever you logged into a system and you start typing, you just start typing in the actual discussion, what I can say, number of discussions you had. That's all. So I just started, minutes of meeting with meeting Mr. Keshav at so and so date. Means the date is also get selected by system. The time also gets selected by system on the request he put into Mr. Ravindra for meeting in attendance enhancement system. Enter. So that's one record of minutes of meeting got entered into the cloud. It's entered. So that's how it happens. So you just start typing the actual thing. These fill in the blanks I'm showing you, because these are the actual words of a SRS. If you go to Infosys, this is the actual. If you go to Patni, and if you go to a normal IT company, there'll be a tweak and twist of the words, but this is what we get overall as an BA on day-to-day working. So that's why I'm trying to tell you, start working as a BA, because if I keep teaching you, if you keep thinking, it'll basically delay the whole thing. And I believe you got the basic concept right. Now you just try to fill in the blanks. That's what I want. Okay, does that make
yeah.
sense?
Yes, I
Can
got
I,
it.
Yeah.
And
can I
one
say
more
something?
thing, what I, if I choose one thing, say
Mhm.
like I have to write on the same things like use case diagram and the SRS and the HLD. I have to write the same things,
Yes, these are the same thing. We are talking about the same problem, right?
same problems. Okay,
Huh.
okay,
There are bit of different in terms of the thought process. When you present use case, when you do that, you'll get to know this thing. In use case, you talk, or you're trying to detail one single functionality, or you're trying to execute the process as in from a user's point of view. If you do the use case, you will get to know these things. So there are different angles to this, and there are specific requirements why we do use case, why we do HLD, and why we do the WBS and so on and so forth. So there are specific requirement for each of these different activities, and believe me, you'll understand when you do it. you'll understand. I'll have Revati and Santosh explain because they've done all these three. So they'll try to, explain in non-technical terms how this thing differs from the other. Okay. So let's try to understand from that. And these discussions will make us more, go near to what we are doing, why we are doing. And that's what the learning is all about. Okay.
Okay.
So please do try today. Try to fill in these blanks, and then we'll discuss it. If you have, we can discuss it right away, or we can discuss it in a few minutes.
Okay.
Can
Yes, Rudra, please go ahead.
So I was also racking my brain or noodling my brain to think of ideas. What problems can we actually address? And I thought of like hunger. There's a bunch of problems, right? That if you want to solve, there are so many problems. Like there's hunger, clothing, people don't get adequate water, something like that. If you want to go there. But yeah,
can I stop you? Yeah. Can I stop you? You are again going the same way. You are trying to think too much. There are too many problems. I can understand as a youth, as an really boiling blood. You are the right person to basically talk all these things. But right now we are talking about the problems at hand, the problems we are trying to solve, right? So whenever you build SRS, you're trying to think in a single problem line. So whatever solution you are trying to give is to a business problem, and whatever product idea you have, you create singular product idea. So I can have 10 different SRS, one for hunger strike, one for floods and droughts, one for the traffic jams, and so on and so forth. So there could be n number of products and n number of SRS. Okay, let's try to concentrate or do work on singular items. My request, because if you keep adding, it'll get too heavy, and it's like too much thinking. I know, means when I given you this exercise, I can clearly understand you at least need to sit and think for an hour. Believe me, I know that. And that's a kind of time investment what I've talked about in my last class. Like we need to have at least 1.5 hours just to think through what I'm doing, what are the problems I'm solving, and put those detail in those lines only. That's a kind of discipline of a BA, and that concentration is a need for a BA. Because if I keep straying my thoughts, I'll think about hunger once, I'll think about exercise once, I'll think about my lunch, my dinner, and this thing happens. So as an BA, as an employee, as an the author of a document, you need to concentrate on a singular problem, singular solutions. Well, solutions can't be singular because one problem can be solved in n different ways. So you need to think about various options and the best effective least least investment type of options. That might not be the right word. The most ROI. Pardon me for these words, but yes, this is what the BA does. This is what we need to think in those lines. Okay, does that solve your question? Solve your confusion, Rudra?
Yeah, you can always Google these big global problems as well. There's countries.
No, dear, I want to stop you there. Please don't do that. Solve one problem right now. Once we know how to build these documents, we can solve others as well, right?
Yeah, business solutions. Okay.
Sure. So let's try to build that exercise app, and your thought process is good. You got a crisp, clear idea what you want to do, how you want to do. Now just we need to fill in that SRS thing. Okay. Sure. Yes. Who wants to go again? Yeah. Sorry, I was asking. Rupanjali ma'am, could you please share your thoughts? Whatever you've done.
Yeah, sure. I think you're sharing the screen, so I can't share.
Okay, you want to share? No. I'm just trying to get a feel of whatever you've done, and then we'll go one by one.
Okay. Okay. I have done my system requirement summary and some business requirements. I made the HLD use case, and I have did that system and service dependency. And the fourth topic I also tried to do. I'm not sure how much I'm right, so maybe when
no problem. Wow, that's really great efforts. Thanks to you. No problem. Great. Sheetal ma'am, could you please tell us whatever you done?
I told you I haven't started also. I will have to plan and start actually.
Okay, no problem. But please put in some effort so that we can understand, we can do better,
Yes,
we can learn, right?
yes, yes.
Sure,
I
no
will
problem.
start it. Yeah.
Sure. Usha ma'am.
Uh, I have not done it, but I just gave you the idea that I'll be doing on this topic.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm so
No problem.
sorry.
No, it's nothing to be sorry. Only, I'll humbly request you to put in efforts, because unless you put in, I couldn't guide you, right?
Yes, there are no excuses, but I'm really sorry.
No problem, ma'am. Sure. So let's start with Revati. Revati Santosh, could you please, start with the, I'll just, stop my share so you can start your share. Let's try to understand from, whatever Revati and Santosh done, so we can understand from them how they build their vision, how they're, created documents, how they've reflected their idea. Okay. Could you please start sharing? Yes,
Yes.
please. And yes, I'll say again, there's no right or wrong. We are trying to learn together, right? So whenever I say ki this is not a correct fitment, please don't take it otherwise. Okay, we know we are all learning and we are all growing together. Okay, so please, wow, great.
Okay, sir. First, let me tell you, I just tried my best. So if there is something plus or minus, please correct me.
Right, no problem. Just one thing, we normally don't use red color. Red
Okay.
color represent anger in many cultures, even
Okay.
including US.
Okay.
No problem. But please go ahead.
Yes. Okay. I just made SRS documents on online car rental system.
Perfect.
So here is, I'm going to submit this on Mr. or Mrs. They are from Institute of
Yeah,
Information Technology,
sure.
University of USA, and
Yes.
submitted by I am myself, Revati Karande, Business Analysis, and Ravindra Pandey is a Project
Yeah,
Manager.
there's no Y in Pandey, but it's okay.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
No, that's okay.
And date of submission is,
Again, aesthetic wise, Revati Karande K capital, Ravindra Pandey P capital.
okay.
See, these thing
There,
matters because
right.
whenever you go to client, because this document is kind of referred throughout the project and product life cycle.
Yes.
So these small aesthetic does matter a lot, and you'll learn. So what I'm trying to do here is basically trying to lessen the burden of errors, or trying to stop you from getting into lots of suggestive things. And these business guys, they are really shrewd, and they really can go to insulting you as well throughout the
Yes.
conference room. So
Right.
this is the kind of challenges for the BA, as in BA role. So I'll try to give you certain suggestions also whenever we
Yes,
do
please. I
QC,
need that.
how to review these things, right? Because these before submitting or before putting it to the cloud, what are the things I need to do it? I have an Excel sheet for that, and I'll share that thing with you so that you can
Yes.
think it through. What are the
Yes.
things you need to do? What are the things you need to build it or look it for? A kind of checklist, like every airline pilot has: do this, do this, do this. There are some 20 odd items to do these things before submitting it to the cloud. So please don't worry, and I'll keep suggesting. This is how we learn, right?
Yes,
So
please.
please go ahead.
Yeah. Because right now you explained very well, and right now I got a little bit idea about how SR it should be.
Sure,
But
thanks. And
yeah,
please don't take it bad. There's again
no,
no
sir,
right
no,
or
sir.
wrong. We are learning.
No, I
Please go
need
ahead.
that. Yeah. So
Sure.
this is the date. Whatever
Yes.
you gave it to, I mentioned. I feel it. Is it right?
Yeah, that's perfect. Means that's how the
It's a
template
version
is.
approved. Yeah. So online car rental system is we are going to approve. So I put it in the version approved column. So
Sure. Perfect.
yeah,
That's the name of the
name.
document. Yeah.
Yes, I write down your name of business analyst and project manager and today's
Perfect.
date as well.
Perfect. Rudra, can you feel the environmental push here? could you see, how that document, presenting a document does differ from, presenting it via image? Could you feel the difference?
Yes. Very
Okay,
stretchy.
why I'm asking you this, because this is how the BA progresses overall. You'll present as an PPT first, and then you'll take it to SRS first. This is how happens in the actual BA scenario. Okay, so you present your presentations, and then somebody from the audience or you yourself can start this SRS as a document. And this pages does make a sense, because whenever we are discussing something, the history, the traceability does matter a lot, because we are normally talking about a million or a billion at a stake here, and we are trying to provide a solution to how the $1 billion is going to get spent, right? So think of the pressure you have on your shoulder, and you are trying to solve each and everybody's tension in the world. Believe me, that's how it looks like when the CIO asks you, yaar ye jara महंगा नहीं लग रहा. Means these things happen, right? Not in Hindi or English, I'm not talking about the linguistic, but he'll ask you, don't you feel this is a bit costly solution? Means this thing happens, then you need to explain why this, why not others, and all these things via these mediums. So these mediums does play an important and crucial part. Please go ahead, ma'am.
Yes, sir. Here is the column name and position. So
Sure.
what should I fill over there?
Okay, wherever you submit, here normally nowadays there's a cloud link in the position and name submitted by you, so something like that. So there'll be a link. Previously there used to have name Ravindra Pandey, emailed on so and so date and time with this subject line. That's how it used to come, but nowadays things have changed. You do it online. This is perfect. Please go ahead.
And document properties, is that all right? OCR
Yeah,
is
perfect.
online.
Perfect.
Okay, card entry system, and author is Ravindra Pandey. And
yes,
these
or
documents
author could be you yourself.
Yes, no.
Please
And
go ahead.
creation
That's
date,
right.
date is 21st November and updated.
Perfect. We are going right. You got the traceability part it very well. Thanks to thanks for that.
Thank you so much. This is the table of contents.
Right.
And
that's why normally all the templates are in black. We don't want
yes.
No problem. But no, there's nothing to be sorry. We are learning, right?
Yeah. Okay.
And that's why we are so bored in IT, because everything is in bloody black. And you feel really repulsive sometimes, because whenever we came from, we normally are colorful persons, like I need to have those greens, blues, yellows, if not reds. But whenever you go to
we
IT,
make Excel
you tend to
sheets
be,
and Excel sheets and use case diagram in like some colorful, HLD and everything.
also you must have heard this joke that Microsoft standard color is black. Have you heard this joke?
Yes.
Okay, so this is because these type of things we do. Everything is in black and white, that's all. And that's why we use something like HLD. And yes, I forgot to appreciate the colors, Rudra, you put in. They are really great colors, bright colors, and it really does make up the mood. Yeah, please go ahead.
Yeah, so here, introduction of this project. Here, online rental vehicle system is a web-based application. So transport facility is a matter of headache for those people who do not have personal car on any special occasion or vacation or touring, etc. So they feel necessity of vehicle. So it's a web-based application for those people to get the transport whenever and wherever possible.
Right. There's a need of space before after vehicles, the systems. That's why that what you can say, that underline remarks show you. No, one space after. Yeah, space. It a space.
Okay.
Same thing with payments and system.
Yes.
There shouldn't be any comma now, because there's and, right? There's no comma. These things matter.
Yes.
Because that's what we do as in BA. We try to create these documents, and these are referred all over by the organizations. Okay, so mostly whenever you start as in job, there'll be a reviewer, and there'll be a BA as in reviewer who was working in, let's say, Infosys for that matters, and who will guide you on this. And then the document will go to the cloud, and that's how things happen. But if not, I'll make sure that you know these things, and you will review these things. That's why we have that checklist. Okay.
Yes, sure. So by
Excuse me.
some
Sorry.
by
Sorry,
some
please.
clicks only we can get whatever we want at our doorstep, like
Perfect.
know about online shopping, also online banking. Similarly, online car rental system is the online facility
Right.
to book the car online within just few clicks only.
Great.
So
Please go ahead.
we will go to next here, system requirement summary. So whatever I from this step, I have a lot
Mhm.
of challenges. I had a lot of challenges, so that's why. But whatever
Mhm.
somehow I managed to make it. So wherever whatever is this plus or minus, please let me know, sir.
Yeah, sure, no problem.
Yeah, yeah.
Application interface, user interface. Okay. Do you mean to say that there was a problem with application
No,
interface? Uh,
no. I thought system, what requirements of this system. So I put it these all applications and etc etc. But right now you explain us how it should be. So that
right.
time I got idea. So
No
it
problem.
need too much update.
But again, ma'am, when you say system requirement summary, that's the heading. That's okay. But
Hmm.
what you're trying to put it, there's no what I can say text flow for that.
Right.
See,
I
what
now
is
I got.
application interface? As in, see, whenever you talk to CEOs, CTOs, and those you people,
Hmm.
they'll ask. The link breaks down here, right? Could you
Yes,
understand? As in,
from here. Hmm.
right. So please try to build that link. Try to build that flow, right?
Yes.
So system requirement summary. Try to put in couple of lines saying, okay, this system requirement summary is for
Hmm.
even repetitive is okay for that online car rental system or online car parking system.
Yes, I
Put
got
those
you.
things here. And now we'll discuss or these are the challenging points, these are the solutions I am
Yes.
supporting, whatever. So that link and flow is a requirement. Please
Yeah,
go ahead.
here I know I totally wrong here because we need to put the problems of
Problem
this, yeah,
statements.
in a
No,
system
there's nothing
requirement
wrong.
summary.
Again. See, as an BA, you might start with solution. That's
Hmm.
also okay. But when you say system requirement summary, I'm trying to address something, right?
Yes,
So I'll try to start with whatever problems at hand.
right.
So that's those are kind of where I'm targeting my solution to,
Yes,
right? So
yeah.
let's say let's take a
I want.
sample of our tea making process. If I have a
Hmm.
problem of finding a pot, right, I'll
Hmm.
put the pot near the top tap, right, so that
Yeah.
whenever I wake up, because early morning I'm a lazy and I don't really start finding the pot, right? So what I
Yes.
do before sleeping, I'll get the pot and put just beside the tap, so that whenever I woke up in the sleep also, I'll collect the water from the tap in that pot and put it on the stove. This makes my life easier. So I normally start with a problem and then I build a solution. So that's how
Hmm.
the overall flow is. Okay,
Yeah,
please go
exactly.
ahead. Yes.
And on next page,
Mhm. Yeah, please.
yeah, business requirement. Just take a
Mhm.
look, sir. Maybe.
Register login duty, description of the car. Yes, I can clearly see you have your vision clear, you have your
Hmm.
thought process clear. Only yes, we need to build that overall flow of the documents.
Yes.
Okay,
Now I
so
got, yeah. I need to a lot of updation of for this SRS.
sure. No, not lot of. Only you need to build the flow. You know the flow. Only we
Hmm.
need to specify or mention it in a document.
Yeah, I have made HLD also on this
Wow, great.
car rental
Let's take a
system.
minute. HLD of online car rental system. So existing, find the locations, go to the rental, view the cars, select the cars, document system of. Okay, great, no problem. So okay, wow, we'll go to 24/7. That's on the cloud. What are the things we are enhancing? So we are enhancing web-based application. We are okay. Moving to web-based applications. There will be a login. There will be checking for availability on. Okay, select a car, book a car, online payment, pick a car. Okay, login the register. Okay, checking the availability, right? Okay, now checking the availability on cloud or on 24/7. If
Yes.
you mention that, that will make more sense, right?
Yeah.
And there's a bit of marketing here also. So
Right.
whenever you do solution, build a solution, you are marketing it in front of all those people who are going to pay you to build this solution. Think it like that way.
Exactly.
These are the thoughts I normally share at the last workshop, but as the point came in, as an BA, you are building a vision which is going to put before all these approvals and sanction people, where they say, they sign the check saying, okay, 2 billion to create an online car rental system. This is how it happens. So these are kind of early stages of solution building, where we present the solution, we do R&D, we sit together and build a solution. We build the vision for the whole product, project or services support. So this thing what BA does. So whenever you write this, that's why these documents, that's why this representation is crucial, because that's how the whole process starts. Okay. Yes.
Yeah.
You're going to select a card, you're going to book a card, you can do online payments and pick a card and start driving. Perfect.
Here I tried that it's a very time consuming to go personally in car rental office, like if any emergency, or sometimes rental offices are so far from our house, so due to heavy traffic, etc., etc. There are plenty of reasons where it gets difficult to go to office personally and get the rent a car.
Right.
So,
have you ever used enterprise rent a car?
Sorry?
Have you ever used car rental from enterprise? Anybody of us?
Not used, but we've been there to just have a look at some services, how they give it.
Yes, we have used it.
Okay, so you can go to ecare.com, and that's what we have created in 2001, and it's really good. Means you can rent a car online. To pick a car, you need to go there, or they have a facility of the car. You can get the car at your place as deliver as well at certain specific times.
You just select the car and they'll drop and they'll pick also.
Right, that's true. And I used to get around 60 to 80% of discount as an employee of enterprise rent a car, so I can call very easily. Means I have rented everything from Hummer, Porsche, Ferrari. My favorite car is Mercury Grand Marquis. Have you heard of this car?
No.
No.
Yes.
It's normally used by FPI people. These are normally 12-cylinder, means V12 or V8 cars. And in the snow, you can really, do those spinning things. You've seen in the movies, right? You spin the cars and all. This is a full-size car. Yeah, it's a full-size.
Every mile 10-gallon gas or what?
No, less than that. 7 or 8. But you try this. It's called Grand Marquis by Mercury. I don't know. There might be some different model name now, because I was there last in 2007 in US, and I really like that car. It was not a very high-priced car, but it was really great engine car, and it's not a silent car like BMW or Merc or even Oldsmobile, those kind of car. This car makes sound.
Because of the engine, yeah.
Yeah, because of the engine it takes car. It's not a silent engine. And if you're young, like I've been there when I was 24, and I was there till 28. So those good old days, I used to like the car where you can feel the engine. Means you can really feel the engine on your steering wheel. And yeah. So try okay, sorry. We are steering up.
It's fine. Sharing experience, we will try that.
No, it's really and just try ecare.com, and you'll get the idea of how online car rental system working. And we have also integrated with all insurance service provider. We've integrated with all new car manufacturers now, because whenever a Dodge releases a new car, let's say 2021 model, it'll get pushed there, and the St. Louis office will put down an ad saying, okay, you'll guess new Dodge Interpret 2021 from December 5th or December 6th, and you can see those ads now. So that's how the whole thing works. So there are quite a few good functionalities you can understand from there, and that's how the BA works. These BA guys give these ads to the advertising people or the brand people, or the those marketing people will come to BA saying, hey, I think we can add this functionality, and you say, oh yes, let's add this functionality, and then you'll update this SRS. This is how the whole ball game works. Could you understand this now?
Yes.
Could you feel the blood pumping in? Because that's how the BAs are useful. That's how the BAs are critical. So we build this thing. We envision these things from everybody. be it a small product like the way Rudra mentioned, it's a great product of new exercising app. And this idea we can enrich, we can nurture, we can take it to another level. So we are giving good solutions to the world. That's how the whole BA thing works. Sorry, please go ahead. Pardon me for
No, it's
steering you
fine,
away
sir.
from the.
So that's the way, because again, existing system, the offices also have their limited working hours. So I have some suggestions.
Uh-huh.
So with the help of this web-based system, customer can register and reserve their car online whenever
Mhm.
and wherever they want.
Right,
And for car rental company, it helps to manage their car rental system as well.
right.
So the
Perfect.
customer, the first customer, yeah, customer should log in or register on the system with their valid username and password to check the various types of cars availability, etc. So online car rental solution is a very flexible application system, and it is
It's a
very
need of
easy.
the hour.
Yeah, it is very easy to use also.
Right.
And this system helps administration by standardizing the procedure also. It saves a lot of time and money and labors as well for company. It's a eco-friendly system. Like
Wow, I really like the way you thinking, the way you talking. This
mhm.
will makes the BA's life or BA's presentation such a important, such a crucial, because you put down seven points, and the way you are explaining the whole solutions. Could you understand that what I'm trying to say here?
Yes,
This is the girth of the seniority. This is the overall mark of a seniority, like now your ball game and you are playing it very well. I
yeah.
really appreciate this thing. It's really great way of explaining. It's really great way of making sure you've done your homework well. You thought of this solution really well, and it really impresses the the parties or the attendees. Please go ahead. That's really good.
Thanks to you, sir. And again, monitoring of the vehicle activity and overall business becomes very easy. It
Mm-hmm.
includes a list of paperwork also.
Mm-hmm.
So
Wow.
it's really beneficial for car rental uh, business. And this application acts as an office which is open 24/7, and it increases the
Right.
efficiency of management also.
It'll be
And
a cloud deployed application, and it'll right.
yeah,
Perfect.
yeah, and this system increase the efficiency of management and offering quality services to the customer. So this online web-based application helps customer to book the car anytime, anywhere within a just few clicks only. So these are few suggestions for the existing system of online car rental system.
Perfect. Sure. And if you could modify the suggestion word to solutions, that'll
Okay,
give you a great help, because the way maturity of the thought process, the
right.
maturity of overall building the solutions. Yes. So it's getting reflected. That's all. It's
Yes.
really great. Thanks to you. It was really great efforts. Great thought process. I believe you spent at least couple of hours on this.
No, sir, it took one day.
Yes, I can understand. I
For
can understand.
SRS, exactly. HLD, we have done as a homework HLD, Excel sheet, use case. Now it was a little bit easy to us, but for
Mhm.
SRS, we didn't do as a homework or some. So it was
Yes,
very
the
challenging.
SRS is a collection. Right.
Yeah,
It was just a collection. I can understand that
yeah.
clearly, and that's how the process is. Believe me. So you're on right track. You're ready to become a BA.
Again, here, I'm not sure. Just you see
No,
and
no,
let
that's
me.
okay. Okay. Just explain whatever you've done, and we can keep modifying.
Their system and service dependencies.
Mhm.
Regularity policies, each user has to first log in itself to
Mhm.
present him or her after entering franchises. No user can share their username and password each other.
Okay.
Like each center user has account created and authenticated by administration.
Right.
So This website can be accessible within company internet, and other user can
Mhm.
and other users can see the all details about franchisee. Each
Sure.
each user has to first log in itself to
Mhm.
present him or her after entry, and this will
Perfect.
done automatically. No
Mhm.
user can share their username and password with each other.
Sure.
Again, hardware limitations. Car rental system and database will work on a server that needs to be always online. So there is
We don't write it in that way. Yeah.
uh-huh.
This is a cloud service provider's requirement, and when you say we are going to deploy it on a cloud, this is understood.
Okay.
But it's okay. Means if you mention it, it's okay. No problem.
Mm-hmm. Because there is no limitations in operating system in which car rental system will work. However,
Sure.
database and the car rental system will work on a server that needs to be always online. So
Sure.
user
Cloud
can
servers are always online.
yes.
Yes. So it's understood. It's what you can say uh, non-performance requirement, but it's okay. No problem.
Yeah,
Mentioning is not doesn't make any
necessary.
harm. Please go.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Please go.
So user can access the system with any internet browser.
Sure.
Again, we will go next. Somehow I managed to collect the
Wow.
points and put.
Hmm. Wow. This is really good. You are going correct. Means as far as this chapter goes, you are trying to
Mhm.
solve the overall, environmental issues. You have addressed all the environments. You explained the environment. That's really good.
Okay.
Have you ever worked in IT?
No, sir.
Wow.
I was just telling you. I went a lot. I went through a lot videos, YouTube videos to know
Because this
about
is a typical IT guy will put it. Those are the words we normally use.
yes.
Means HTTP protocols are used as a communication protocols. These are highly technical words, believe me. But yeah, great efforts, great efforts. Thanks to you.
Thank you so much, sir.
And
And next,
from this, we all, as in other participants also, can learn or can leverage these things.
yes,
No,
yes,
she has
And
done a
whenever you
lot of
go as an
work.
BA, you try to do cut and paste. So this SRS, whatever you created, you'll use 20-30% things, just copy paste in the next SRS. And if the
yes.
domain is common, you'll have 40 to 50% things common in the next SRS. So this is how we work as an BA. So whatever you put in efforts, they get added, added, and you keep getting better at documentation day by day. Believe me, this is a practical thing which we will going to do it.
Okay.
Great work. Please go ahead.
So this is a web-based web technology, and HTTP protocols are used as a communication protocols.
Sure.
Wait.
I think there's an enter after hole. That's why it's showing that green line.
Yeah.
So it happens. Don't worry. You got the point, right? What we need to
Yes.
done, and you understood it. Yeah. Let's go.
Yeah. Now, after you explain right now, before just we started session, and you explained very well. So I got some more idea about how it should be.
Sure. Sure. Perfect. Thanks.
So then we will go technology impact assessment. We'll
Mhm.
just take a look first. Where I am. This technology is fully functional and flexible, and this system helps in back office administration by streaming. And
Right.
just now I told you, just we
Perfect.
mentioned in HLD also the same point.
This is bit different than yeah, different than what you keyed in, but we'll have a look at it afterwards. Let's
Okay.
not jump the wagon right now. But
Uh-huh.
yeah, right, great efforts. Let's go ahead. Yes.
Okay. Again, on next, uh, here versioning and life cycle impact of system and environment. Again, this is, as I told you, this is eco-friendly web app, and the
Perfect.
monitoring of vehicle activity over a business become easy. And it's
Sure.
very easy to use. It saves a lot of money, labor, and yeah, the same just now I have mentioned in HLD. This is application acts as a office that is open 24/7. So
Perfect. Perfect.
anytime customer can book. their car.
Right. Great.
And here, last conclusion, like this function are achieved has been reshaped by the power of internet. This
Wow.
web-based car rental system has offered an advantages to both as
Mhm.
customers also and the rental companies also to manage their business and satisfies the customer needs.
Sure.
So here all it is.
Perfect. You haven't included your use case diagram.
Sorry.
You can include it in the second chapter after HLD.
Yes.
No problem. Could we
So
have a
I
look at
didn't
the
know.
use case diagram? Sorry, go ahead, please.
No, I didn't know that I need to include a use case diagram also in this SRS. So before
Normally we include it, but it's okay if you want to explain,
it
separately,
looks
not a problem.
very effective after if we include everything in SRS.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No problem. But you can explain it separately as well. But normally it's included in the SRS.
Yes. Okay.
No problem. So could we have a look at the use case diagram? Okay. Before that, does anybody have any questions, any suggestions? They feel we should add, subtract anything in this.
Yeah, hi, Revati. Please,
Hello.
thanks a lot. Revati ma'am.
Yes, Revati.
Yes, thank you for this. Really, when you explained all those things, yeah, I got it really very well, and yeah,
Thank you so
thank you
much.
for that, and yeah, really very thankful. It's helped me a lot about this, how you go on,
Yes.
and when I searched before that, so it is like I couldn't get even okay, I have to write in it in a different ways, like so when you explained all these things, yeah, it was very very helpful to me. Yeah, thank you once
Thank
again.
you so much. Thank you so much.
Yep. And you said that right. We have to include the use case diagram in the same, and it's we have to put in the use case diagram in a third point.
I think
Second
I
chapter.
second.
Second chapter, ma'am.
Second chapter.
Second one. Okay.
Yeah.
Business requirements. You said in
Right.
that. Yeah, business requirements, and there is like a HLD diagram in the below. Only we have to put the use
Yes.
case diagram.
The sequence doesn't matter that much, but yes,
Okay.
HLD is a complete solution, right? Use case is basically you're trying to explain singular functionality.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, we have to not on that. Okay, we can keep it below or sides. Okay, we
Yes,
can keep
below
it.
will be better.
Yes,
Now, with the help of use case or HLD, we can explain our thought process to our stakeholder.
Thank you.
I just wanted to say, if you guys need any grammar or any, like, I guess, articulating of the phrase or sentence, you can always just call me. I'll be glad to help.
Okay.
Rudra, let me take that one. We are trying to learn, right? So we basically keep building these words. We keep learning new words, and we keep improving this thing. So once you start, you'll start learning, to articulate it better and better day by day. And that's why I said we copy the old SRS and try to build new one. These are just the templates, right? This is what we call template. So what I'll do, I'll delete this HLD and I'll start creating new HLD for the new diagram. I will not create the complete SRS because SRS has those, regular terminology, regular English, which I normally speak to, which I normally, explain to everybody. So this is how the overall evolution of a document, works in day out for a typical BA. So whatever terminology you use, whatever words you use, words you like, right? You repeat in the next SRS as well. If the problem or solution in the similar lines. So those kind of scenario.
Okay.
And this is again a personality dependent. So whatever words Rudra use, whatever words Shikul use, these are their personality. So your representation does matter because you are explaining it to the business, right? You are explaining to all these guys who are sitting there with a check to sanction your solution, your suggestion for building that solutions. Could you understand what I'm trying to say here, please?
Yes, I understand. Okay, so it has to be in your own words.
I couldn't hear you last part. Could you please?
I said, so it has to be in your own words.
Yes, that's right. But you can still, get inspiration from others' words as well. So no problem. And that's why I say, creating SRS by you is important rather than me giving you an SRS. Even I have not shown you a filled SRS. Believe me, why? Because that's my technicality. That'll come from my experience, my words. So it differs a lot, because I don't want to force anything on you, and you shouldn't be prejudiced, because you have your own personality, and that's how the BA's thing works. That's how the BA should present. Okay, so there's an artwork of it, and there's a science of it. So I'm trying to, I think we learn the science, we are going to learn the science, but the art should come from you as an artist. So you're all artists as in BAs, and the BA's role is basically in between. So you are artists as well as scientists. The development are all scientists. So they know, they just do probability combination, this jugaad, what we call in Hindi. So they just get the things working. But we as an artist, we create the solution, we nurture the solution. That's the important, that's the criticality of a BA. Am I talking too much, or are we in line in terms of understanding?
No.
Makes sense.
It's very helpful. Yeah. So I need to work on point number
So,
1.
and the art part is really inspirational. Believe me, means the way Rudra have conceived conceived that idea of exercise app, right? We were discussing on that insurance and all those boring things. Now exercise is really good because it's a new topic, it's a new solution, and he also have a solution for the other current challenges as well. So this is how we learn. This is how we grow as an artist. Okay, yeah. So sorry, please go ahead.
No, just I was saying I need to work on point number 1.
So you want to share use case diagram?
Yes.
Please.
Just give me 1 minute. Can you see? Hello?
Yep, I see it.
Yeah. Here I made use case diagram of online shopping. So here are primary and secondary actors. Here primary actors, customers, secondary actors, administration, and here bank. So customer first will go online and they will check products, view products. If they like, they will order. Here I wrote down book order, like, and if there is some discounts, they will get discounts. That's not compulsory. So I mention here extend that order. Once customer book orders, the administration will get to know about the order. So
perfect.
Yeah. The order will confirm by administration here. Again, payment. The customer is going to pay the bills. So here bank.
Right. One suggestion: bank should be on the right hand side.
Okay, here. Okay.
No problem. But yeah, it's really great. Means I can see overall, you used extend, include, and the other things as well. So you understood use case very well.
Yes.
This represent that. So yeah, ready to start working as a BA. That's what I'll deduce from this.
Thank you. So here, admin, what admin will do, once he will confirm the order, he will check the status, he will report, and he will dispatch the order from administration. And once the order dispatched, the customer will get the notification via mail. Yeah. And last deliver order to customer.
Right, to customer.
Yes.
Right. The bag should come on the left side, and you can mention the even delivery guys or courier guys or whatever also.
Okay.
That's really good. You did this in Word?
Yes, Microsoft.
Wow, great. So you can clearly directly include this thing as an page in the SRS as well.
Yeah,
it's really simple that way. So it's good. Great efforts. Thanks.
Thank you.
Thanks to you.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, Santosh, do you want to go ahead?
Yeah,
Usha ma'am, Shital ma'am, are we comfortable? Means you got the point what you want to do?
Yeah,
Uh,
I did.
Great. So you can, get started on this so that we can understand, right? And we can know where are the gaps and all those things. So we can really build on that, because I want to remove all the gaps before you start on job, so that you can really get started with all your, arms and animation. So
Sure,
after induction, you'll start working as a BA with full confidence. That's what I want from you.
sure, sir.
Okay. Yeah. So please put in some efforts. Try to spend some hours, and you'll get there. I think you have the thought process within you. I know you learn the tools as well. Yeah. Please go ahead, Santosh.
Yeah. Here I have made the doctor appointment use case diagram.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So here is the patient.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Here is the patient.
Yeah, Santosh,
Who
one thing. You are making this flow chart diagram for a patient or for a receptionist?
patient.
Okay, so reception should be on the right hand side, right?
Oh,
Yeah, like
oh,
bank.
The
sorry.
reception is a
That's
supporting
secretary.
phenomenon, right?
Yeah. Sorry.
So just, again, there's a normal philosophy. There's only one prime actor per use case, unless there's a type of actors.
Okay.
There are guys who believe there could be multiple, actors in a single use case diagram, but that confuses the whole thing. Means if you ask me philosophically, I really don't like movies of too many heroes,
Mm-hmm.
because one hero, one heroine, one plot, that's more than sufficient for my brain. If you have 6-7 heroes, 6-7 heroines, and there are so many plots running in between, so you can normally, but you shouldn't, because that confuses the people. And when you're trying to explain something to very senior management who might not have a liking for use case, this is a bit conflicting. Please try to understand me from an open mind. Again, we can say there's no right or wrong. This is again the artist part of it. When you're drawing a diagram, you're mostly artist. So the scientific templates does matter, but those are guidelines. So there's no right or wrong as such. But still, if you stick to the philosophy, if you want to understand the basic need of a use case diagram, one actor doing one thing, that's the overall philosophy which we are trying to do. So everything except one will come in the right hand side.
Okay.
Please don't take it wrong. So there is no wrong here. Please go ahead.
So here is the patient who calls up to the reception to book an appointment with. Then receptionist register an appointment in the system. The confirm with the doctor. Here is the cancellation of appointment is like excluded or extended, and the reschedule appointment is also extended. Sorry, here I could not write that extended word. That is extended. Okay. Then patients missed to the doctor on the schedule appointment. Okay. Then patient make the payment at the end after the appointment, the doctor. And
Sure.
here ends the flow chart when the payment is done.
Sure. Yeah. Another thing, the events normally from top to bottom.
Yeah.
So before patient calls, nothing happens.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So call customer care by patient should be on the top, right?
Okay. Patient on the top.
Yeah. From here.
Yeah.
No. The first event is call by customer to the receptionist or to the hospital or to the support desk, right? This should be on the top. Okay. Because that's how you start explaining. Because ये ऊपर नीचे जो हो रहा है ना, ये थोड़ा confusing है.
Okay.
He put the receptionist up and patient down, so that's why it's system ऊपर नीचे हो गया सब.
Right.
Okay. So
does that make sense, Santosh?
Yeah, sure. I'm sorry for that.
Sure,
patient will be here on the top. And,
there's no sorry. We are learning.
Then the call.
We are learning. If you don't make mistake, we won't learn. So it's a part of the overall group. and it's for everybody. Means we make mistakes, so please don't worry and don't say sorry.
Where the first activity
Okay,
starts, that
let's
should
go
come on the top. Yeah. Okay.
top. That's right. That's right. Then the next. Then the next. Then the next.
Okay. Next.
Okay.
This
Chalo,
is the
let's move to SRS. Have you worked on SRS?
no WBS. I work on WBS and the
Okay, yeah.
LC,
Please show the WS. Sure.
HLD.
No problem. No problem. And next suggestions, could we, start our video camera also? Could we see each other in the next class? Just a suggestion.
I was thinking for the same,
Sorry.
and you asked
Because
for the same.
that way we can what you can say, gauge the emotions. We can even I want to see your faces, and you might want to see mine.
Yeah.
It's not about looks; it's about getting connected to the person, right?
Yes, exactly.
Because we will be together for the next 6-7 months altogether. So please do suggest whatever you feel as in person. Santosh sir, please go ahead.
Yeah. This is a yard grass cut project for the WBS projection report. Like first,
What is the yard grass cut project?
sorry, project.
What was the project means? What's the project all about?
No. This is the WS work breakdown structure for
Okay.
the yard glass cut.
Okay, it's actually grass cutting project
Yes, grass
on the
cutting.
yard.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry.
Oh, sorry, my words.
No, nothing. See, I'm thinking from a Indian background. We don't have grass cutting projects.
Okay.
Okay.
Sorry for that. And with all this Diwali and all, I forgot about the grass and the cutting and the spring and the summer.
Okay.
Sorry,
So
pardon me. That's
in
my
India,
mistake.
grass cutting not happening that much, which
Yeah,
is happening in United
never
States.
happens. We just
Every
let the
house.
thing grow, and then
Yeah.
we just burn everything down.
Nothing to grow in India. Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
So, yeah.
Sorry. Please go ahead.
Yeah. So first action will be like the pre-cleanup, like 65 minutes. I have given the time in front of the activity, which is 65 minutes is the total activity, first column. And like pick up the trash, which was like in yard, that will take 15 minutes. So
Right.
first, then the bag grass,
Mhm.
put in the bag, it takes 15 minutes of time.
Wow.
Then the hedge clippings, it takes 15 minutes to clip all the hedges in the yard. And then the haul to dump all the grass or trash, whatever we pick up from the yard, that takes 30 minutes to go and come back, like 2-3 rounds. So it takes 30 minutes. So all activity is like 65 minutes where it is mentioned. And then the cut down the grass in the yard, like more front lawn is like it will take the 30 minutes. Then the more back lawns, like 30 minutes. The second. Then the third, trimming is a 90 minutes task, like widths 60.
Mhm.
Yeah, width trees, like that is again 60 minutes
Right. Mhm.
time limit for that. Then age sidewalk, aging the sidewalks uh, in the yard, that takes 30 minutes of time for that task. Then the equipment preparation, that takes all together like 30 minutes. Then uh, we prepared every equipment which is needed for the hedge trimming, like gas up equipments, 15 minutes. Then the get out the hedging trimming, 15 minutes. Then the end, like hedge trimmers, like 30 minutes. And then the post cleanup, 30 minutes.
Mhm.
post cleanup, like after completing every work. So we'll clean up the things, and that's that will take the 30 minutes.
Great, great, great.
So that is together.
Yeah. And this is how the BA plays to his strength. Believe me, that's really great sample, because whatever I can do best, I can present those things. And that's why we have so many tools available, right?
Mm.
Just you need to have the Excel, use case, and SRS. These three things are necessary. The others, whatever you are good at, you can present those things. Because here, whatever you explain, the complete process with the estimation. This is,
Yeah, estimate with time and
yeah.
yeah.
So this is a requirement and this is the money we require. Let's get
Mm.
started. So this is like, ये टेबल पे रख दिया मैंने, चल के काम चालू करते हैं. So something
Mm.
like that sort. So
Mm.
we are basically taking to a next level of making business, get started earlier, or if there's a really crashing of the work, this is how you can depict it. It's really great effort. Thanks, Satosh.
Thank you very much.
No problem.
The next
Anything else you want to present?
one is HLD.
That's all right. You want to present something else?
Yeah.
HLD, yeah, he might.
Yeah, please go.
बरोबर आहे. Sorry.
Are you okay, sir?
Yeah. HLD for the online shopping. I'll just a little bit tried first time, so
Okay. And the arrow should be headed towards right?
Yeah.
Okay. Because the pinks are the problems, or the maroon are the problems, and green are the solutions, right? You can just click on perfect. Or you can revolve this if but it is no problem.
yeah. Just,
See, if you click on that green dot on the top, on the green dot, could you see
okay.
just
Yeah.
click there and try to revolve.
Remove.
And revolve your mouse. Rotate, yeah. You can rotate this thing.
Oh.
But yeah, that's a learning, no problem.
Okay, yeah, this way, yeah.
So whatever image you created, you could have just rotated that, no problem. But that's okay. Please go ahead.
Okay.
This is how we learn, and this is really fun. Please go ahead.
Yeah, thank you. So these are the problems, like in today's in-person shopping. Like it's a time-consuming shopping. Like when we go to the mall, we don't find the car parking immediately. Then when we go enter into the mall, we don't get the things immediately. We need to search around. Then the
Do you know
prices.
shopping is a time pass activity for most of the?
Yes. So those have a time, like for them it is a time pass activity, but those don't have the time, and they want immediately everything while sitting at home in a busy schedule. For them, online shopping is the best shopping. I have one friend of mine here who is a business partner of mine. His wife does everything while sitting at home. Every day one parcel comes from the Amazon. Every day. Every day. Not a single day she left. So that kind of she is.
Yeah,
so some
I have
people like
seen.
online shopping. Some people like just go into the mall and just roam around. Just do the window shopping we call as.
I'm that
Right.
kind of person. Window
And
We call them shopaholics, right?
yeah, shopaholics. So
Please go ahead.
yeah. So and then the prices also, somewhere we don't find the prices. So again, it's difficult how much shopping we have done in the mall. So that is also difficult to find out sometimes. Then the billing queue is a long queue in the, like, sometime and we don't get varieties. Yeah, as per. Then time limitation is also there. Like malls are open like from morning 8 to 8 nowadays. So, and then the COVID situation is going on. So nobody wants to go in the mall, or they avoid to go in the rush places or something like. So that is also problem. Then the solutions are given like online shopping. The mobile apps are available, like it's a web-based apps are available. And just click, we get everything, varieties and everything in one click only. Then it's a easy pay, which is online pay. And these web-based applications are available 24/7, safe and safe from the crowded place. Just online, just you open your laptop or mobile and shop whatever you want. The time saving, the home delivery facilities are there. Like when you book your whatever you want, the varieties, you get the home delivery facility. And
Right.
the health safety in today's life, COVID situation. That is what
Hmm.
just I try to. So please suggest if anything is missing or need to correct it. And the customer friendly facility enhancement should come
Hmm.
here, right?
Yes, please go ahead.
Ravindra, yeah,
Yeah.
I'm done.
Hello.
I'm done. I
Okay.
was waiting for your feedback.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah,
Just give me.
yeah, yeah.
Uh, it's really great. Means I can see clearly the way the overall thought process is working. Really right. And the presentation is right. Now let's try to what you can say, cover everything in SRS, right? So that we can present as in one solution,
Okay.
right? So that's the kind of need. So let's do that thing today. Sorry, tomorrow. Whenever we do these things, and let's try to understand how the solution gets finalized, how we can discuss it amongst ourselves. Okay. So that's a kind of homework for you.
Okay.
Sure. So I think Pavni, do you want to go ahead?
Uh,
Yes.
and tomorrow, can I submit all those things in one in SRS?
No, whatever you build in means, see, let's go step by step, because we'll build a solution, right? We'll try to understand each other. If you want to go tomorrow, nothing wrong in that as well. No problem.
Yeah, sure. I can I go tomorrow? And one
Sure,
more
no.
thing, I should have to ask one problem. Yeah,
No.
Santosh sir, you submit in a different ways the problems. Like in first in WBH, you choose that grass cutting, and second you choose use case diagram in the shopping. I think something else. I think sorry. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
and HLD you are done within a shopping.
Yeah,
And yes, so three is a different kinds. Okay, we can keep it in a SRS in the different ways.
yeah. You mean to say like I have done three different subjects. So can
Yes,
we
yes,
put those three different subjects in a SRS?
On the
Is that
same
yes,
your
subject.
is that
No,
your
no, no,
question?
no, no. Wait. Let me talk as well.
Yes.
The SRS should be for one solution.
Yeah.
yes. The SRS will be
The way
one
I have
solution,
explained to
but
Rudra as well, right? Because Rudra also suggested quite a few different ball games or different entities. He talked about drought prevention. He talked about quite a few things, and that's a good as a vision. But when you say SRS, you have to have independent SRS for each of these solutions. So we need to understand that thing. And let's say if you're building SRS for car parking, so we should have, think it as an BA. As an BA, you'll be working on a single thing at a single time, because the concentration we require, because the efforts we put in, those are needs to be really concentrated and really through and through, because we are presenting it to very senior people, where they're going to write checks on based on whatever you presented as a solution, to create those solutions, what are the efforts, the cost and everything. So try to understand how BA is working here, right? Try to understand, or try to put in yourself in those shoes, saying okay, now I'll start working as a BA. I'm really not acting as a financer here, but in the last workshop, I'll act as a financier. So I'll ask you really, really bad questions. believe me. And that's the kind of things comes to you. And whenever some senior people ask you something like, man, I think this is not a right fit, could you try to suggest some other options what you thought to, or could you think this really fits my pocket? These things come into table. So we need to be really prepared, really thorough for whatever we are presenting, whatever we are discussing as a solution to the problem. Try to understand the importance of it, try to understand the environmental factors of it. So I want you to prepare to all this type of questioning, all this type of grilling, to be precise. They really grill you down, means be it a client, be it your own thing. Like Rudra presented a product idea, right? So the financier will come, or the venture capitalist will come, who will say, Rudra, there are, Diamond doesn't exercising app there. There are smartwatch, there are this watch, there are that watch, this stick, that stick. Why do we need an additional, applications? Could you please, specify your USP? What's your USP? USP is unique selling price. So why should we build this product? So when you try to explain product, this thing does play a part, right? So we need to understand, we need to put in efforts for a singular idea, a singular thought process. If you keep deviating from your idea, your thought process, you're going to make that document haywire. Please don't do that, right? So does that solve the confusion?
So put one consolidated idea into the SRS, not different ideas.
Could you please speak louder? Pardon me.
So put one consolidated idea in the SRS. Just
That's
one,
right.
not different ideas.
And same HLD, same WBS, or whatever you're presenting, because I want to have that discipline in place, right? Because we as an BA work on a singular idea, singular, if not singular solution. There could be multiple solutions, but the idea, the problem must be singular, or at least addressing the problem in a given domain or a given business challenges. Santosh, does that make sense?
Absolutely.
Sure.
Yes,
And
we got
first
it.
we were thinking when you gave us the homework 2 days back, so we were thinking we need to make separate homework, like use case is the separate
I
thing.
can understand that. I can
That
understand.
way we
There could
made
be
it. So
some
that
confusion,
way.
and I kept that in purposely.
Mhm.
So
I kept that way purposely because see, we need to learn, right? We need to fight. You
Yeah.
should fight with me as well. Ki boss, तुमने नहीं बताया था. You should say something like that. No problem. But I can understand. We'll try
No,
to
but
be diplomatic and all.
at least by doing mistakes, we are learning some more things.
Exactly.
If we don't do mistake, then
We are
we will
getting
not
there. No
learn
problem.
anything.
So with this, we also got to know
Good.
that where we
Thanks
are
for the
standing right
positive.
now.
Yes, we are very much positive about, and we are
And
really.
really thanks to you. Really thanks to you.
You
Whatever
are
we are trying to do or whatever we have done today, just because
Man,
of
rather
really.
than shouting to me, you're praising me. That's the wrong thing to do.
No, really, Ravindra ji, let me tell
I'm
you.
not giving marks on that. I'm
No,
not really, but that's okay. No problem.
we
I
don't
believe
know.
as an
We
grown
don't
ups,
know
we can.
information. IT is I or T.
Yeah.
Sure,
We
no
are
problem.
from the graduation background and the marketing background, which is
Right.
healthcare. We both work for the healthcare. We don't know anything about information technology.
Anything about
No problem. But the way you
Anything about
presented
this.
it speaks loads and loads about about information technology. The words you use, the way you
Yeah,
explain, you can understand, right? How the
and really,
overall thought process shift has been happening. How
yeah,
you change or improve your thought process. That's what the the things are all about.
and
It's really great efforts.
every
And the more
profession
you put
has
in
that.
efforts, the more you'll be enabled to do it better and better, believe me. And we have started growing as a business analyst as of now. That's what I can see really from many of you.
Yes, thank you.
thanks to you.
Thanks.
It was
Anybody
Because
want
of
to
you,
present
in one
today?
month, we are making us a IT person.
Yes, definitely. That's what I want to be there. Anybody else want to present today?
Yeah, I want to present mine.
Please. Could you could you yeah.
Okay. So can you see my screen?
Wow.
Yep.
Yes, yes, we can
This is really wow.
we can
Could
see
you
really
see
wow.
Yes.
the
Really,
aesthetics?
really, it's
Thank you.
really good.
So this is the cover page where I explain like what I am going to work on.
Right.
So this
Perfect.
is attendance management system enhancement.
Mhm.
The version is the draft version because it is not reviewed yet. So I
Sure.
made it as a draft.
Sure. And
So
I can clearly see the way you know how to play around with Microsoft Word, the what you can say watermark and all those things. That's really good. But if you join Infosys, the reviewer will scream at you कि नहीं यार अपन ऐसा नहीं करते वो ड्राफ्ट नहीं डालते पीछे में. You know it's draft because वो टेबल में लिखा है ना. That's more than enough. You don't watermark it, but yeah, that's okay. I really appreciate the way you make it. It looks really professional. It looks really impressive. Means the way we are standing right now, it's really great efforts, and thanks a lot to you.
okay.
The effort does show. Please go ahead.
Thank you. Yeah. So the we are working for the State Farm,
Right.
and I am the business analyst from Infosys.
Right.
So this
Okay,
is
there
the
should be two and by
okay.
the version drop solution 2 state from Infosys.
Okay, to State Farm
From
farm and
Infosys. Yes.
okay. Sure,
But that's
thank you.
okay. See, these are the templates which will come to your table. So you don't have to type to and all those things. You'll just fill in the tables. Frankly speaking, the author table should be your name, the author position. That might also be hard coded. So all these things are normally hard coded, and you just start filling the blanks. That's how it happens in all matured IT organizations. Nobody will share a document to you. Please go
Okay,
ahead.
sure.
Hmm.
So this is the table of contents.
Perfect.
Start with the system requirement summary. So, in this, I explain like what are the challenges with the current attendance system. So
Perfect.
that was the manual. So you have to go do the login, logout. You have to sign for your attendance, and then it has to go to the HR or maybe your supervisor. And again, if somebody is applying for the leave, this is again a
Mhm.
time-taking job. So my goal was to develop something which is like just one second.
This is really
So
great. Believe me, means I'm really falling short of words of praising you at this moment. This is a really professional
thanks
thing.
a lot. Sir.
Guys, could we see this? Could you see this screen?
Yes,
Could you
yes.
see how the presentation
Yes.
looks? How means I think we are almost at a level of means the way I'm feeling right now. I'm sitting in a presentation with ma'am is explaining the overall solution through SRS. It's really great the way you use the short forms, the bulleting, and all those things. It's really professional. It's a really great efforts.
Thank you.
Thanks to you.
Rupanjali ji, could you scroll up a little bit?
Small, yeah, sure.
Right there. Thank you. Sorry.
Even though this includes but not limited to, these are all actual words which we normally use, and this is really professional. Means we are almost at a level of maturity. Believe me. Thanks to you, Rupanjali
This
ma'am. It's really great efforts.
thank you, sir. Yeah.
Please go ahead.
Can I go? Yeah, okay. So,
Yeah, sorry.
so my suggestions for the enhancement was we can create a touchless system.
Mhm.
We can provide iris scanner or maybe a face scanner like what we have in our mobile app, and it will be automated sign in, sign out process. We don't need to, go through all those things. Then it will be available for 24/7 across all the time zones. Like somebody is in, Troy and somebody is in California, somewhere in some city. So it should arrange accordingly. Then we can also give a mobile app which will support with our mobile, so that wherever we are we can log in with the mobile also. Then monthly reporting in Excel and CSV, I think that was something asked for that.
Sure.
uh, and email notification to selected group, like when somebody is asking for leave, or if somebody is going for sign in or sign out, it should go to some person, like a project manager or maybe the HR department. So next time when somebody is asking for leave, they can understand how much leave they already took.
Sure.
Then easy to
Perfect.
use and manage. Yeah, integrated leave management system that I already explained. Employee registration and deregistration capabilities. So this system will connect everything so that when some new employee is coming or the existing employee is resigning, it can be feeded in the system.
Mhm.
Okay, next is business requirement.
Wow.
So it's again,
This is
this
really
is
wow. Believe
like
me, means
touchless
you
authentication
exceeded the
system. Like,
expectation. Just to be precise, this is really great.
thank you, sir. So the face recognition system, iris scanner, authentication via app running on mobile, as I explained, high availability. So it will be like 24/7 according to the geographical location for the employer user. That intel and the intelligent level management system, leave management system. Sorry. So then reporting system, notification features. Employee shall be notified when he
Wow.
has no more leave. 1 second. And supervisor shall also get notified when employee requests for time off. Then
Mhm.
the employee enrollment, unenrollment, the same thing. If somebody is there's some new employees joining or the existing employees like resigning.
Right. Please go ahead.
Then this is system context design.
Mhm.
Like in Azure, like what is this going to do? Employee authentication. I showed and easy to understand. Then this is my
Yes. Yes.
HLD.
Uh,
So
One
these
suggestions. Could you go up, please? The previous chapter.
yeah,
Yeah.
sure. More up?
Yeah, that diagram. Yes.
Yeah.
Could you add another layer? Normally, WBS, this looks like a table without empty rows. So if you put another, element down here, let's say employee authentication screen. Okay, so there'll be a thing like login functionality or credential authorizations, high availability down there, 24/7, 365, and those things. Not right now. Just think it through,
Yeah.
because this is normal, kind of aesthetics, and I believe I need to teach you these things. So there's nothing as in shortcomings, but this will elevate to another level. The other parts of your documents are really wow. It's as I'll repeat again, these are really kind of exceed expectation type of at this level, and you put in such a good sweat effort in this. It really reflects overall, means we can really appreciate and can see, means I believe for all of us, trying to reach a level of presentation, try to reach a level of professionalism, is that's what this document is all about for us. I just want to put the icing on a cake kind of scenario. So a
Yeah.
two
Yeah.
level WBS, a two level WBS or a context diagram looks a bit blank. Okay, just as a suggestion, please go ahead.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. So this is the HLD for
Sure.
this. So these are on the left hand side the challenges
Mhm.
which is the current attendance system is having. Like it has
Sure.
manual login logout process, manual employee registration, and disintegrated leave management. So for this, the suggestions are here, like touchless system, automated sign in, sign out, 24/7 availability, support mobile devices, and
And
then
just a
the
suggestions. Could you speak with a confidence? Could you speak with a bit of loudness in your, volume whenever you're explaining?
yes,
Because
sure. Oh, sure. Maybe I'm little distant from my laptop. That's why it's
okay,
not
no issues
loud.
there. Then that's okay. That's okay. Because that loudness, that confidence does reflect a bit of because I can see clearly the efforts you put in. I can clearly see the level which you are really invested in this. So I want that to also represent in your presentation. Please take it as a
Yeah,
suggestions.
sure. Yeah,
Please go ahead.
definitely.
Sure.
Yeah. So the email notification to the selected group, as I said, like to the supervisor or the HR department or the project manager,
Sure.
and easy to use and manage integrated leave management system, so that when somebody is taking leave, it should go, the notifications should go to the upper level also.
Mm-hmm.
Employee registration or deregistration capabilities should be there.
Perfect.
And this is my use case diagram.
Sure.
I think there is like just now, like for the Santosh, I think, yeah, he made like in 2 or 3 actors, so you said it shouldn't be like that. I
So could
think
we modify?
in my
See, there
also.
could be user types. One actor
Yeah.
and his types are allowed.
Okay.
Could you list down the actors, or could you read it for me? It's a bit smaller to read.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, yeah. Just I'm
Employee,
reading this.
HR. No, okay.
Yeah. So for this, like if I'll say the three use case, like login, log out, apply leave, view leave balance. If I see
Uh-huh.
the employee is the prime actor because he is logging, he is log out, he is applying the leave. He wants to view the leave balance, so he's a prime actor for that. And the
Right.
system is like working as a secondary actor because he is storing all the information.
Yeah.
And when I
Just a
go to,
suggestion. Yeah. One suggestion for one
yeah.
use case, for one actor, there should be one use case diagram. For HR, make another use case diagram. So these diagram
I
can
did.
flow on separate pages.
Okay, I made it like that first, but then I was not sure whether I should break and present. I still
No
have the
problem.
different, the
I
use
can
cases,
understand
but
that.
what I
Yes.
made first.
It's
So
my
then I
mistake
thought,
basically.
okay, yeah. So I thought, okay, I should present in one, diagram. That's why then
Sure, sure.
again
No
I
problem.
bundle it up. Yeah.
No problem. So please make a separate use case diagram. That's why I say normally there are 5 to 6 use case diagram, depends on the
Okay.
prime actor and the use case. Because what we're trying to
Okay.
do, who is doing what, right? So that should be clearly depicted. That's the overall philosophy.
Sure, I can present it.
Sure. This is really good
Tomorrow.
though. I can clearly see the functionality, the initiator, the supporter, and the overall how system is interacting with them. It's really great. Means I think you put in the quite good amount of efforts, and I can see that thing clearly. Everybody can see.
Thank you. So in this, the HR is the primary actor because he can add or delete the employee record. He can view the employee record, modify employee record, and view the attendance report. And for this, again, the system is the secondary actor because he is managing. He is we are the feeding the record in the system.
Right.
And if we go for the approve or disapprove leaves, here the supervisor is the primary actor because he is going to work on it whether he wants to approve or not, and he can view the attendance report. Employee will apply for the leave, so he is the secondary actor. Is that correct? Hello?
Yes, yes. They're good, right?
Yeah.
Means
Okay, I was just asking, like, is it perfect? Like I said, like supervisor here is the primary actor because he's gonna view and he's approve or disapprove the leave, and the employee is a
no,
secondary actor.
no, that's the wrong thing. Basically, supervisor, supporting actor. There's a
Okay.
hero in the film, and there are supporting actors in the film. So
Yeah, that's what.
supervisor approves when employee requests, right?
Yeah. Mhm.
So
So
employee is a
supervisor.
initiator, so he is a prime actor.
Okay. Okay. Sure. And then the
So
last
the
is like.
patients who register is a prime actor. The
Mhm.
means who starts an action is in prime actor.
Okay. Sure. And this generate attendance report and send email notification. So in this,
No,
I
no,
make.
no. Again, no. The system doesn't. Okay, it generates for its record, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, how do you put it? Oh man, this is a kind of conflicts of thought process. I'll say
Thoughts.
overall,
Yeah.
AMS does this thing for an employee, for an HR, for a supervisor,
Mm-hmm.
and these
Sorry.
facility are made for HR and for supervisor. So HR and supervisor are the prime actors here. AMS is supporting system, or rather, AMS is the box that Dabba is the AMS, right? That system
Okay.
is AMS
Okay.
itself.
Okay. So who will be the
And
prime actor? The supervisor
yeah,
and the HR.
no, AMS is not an actor. AMS
That
even
I
not a
understood.
supporting actor. It's a system, right? It's a system we are targeting to
Correct,
build.
correct. Yeah, he will
So
be a
this
system.
this box where everything is happening is AMS. Could you understand
Okay.
me?
Yeah.
So AMS shouldn't be any prime or secondary actor.
Okay. Even
So I
for
think
the
yes.
whole thing or just for the last two things?
No, AMS can't be actor, or AMS can be a supporting actor as well, or secondary actor. The system itself does
Okay.
it, right? Because we have
Yeah.
asked it to do. Me as an
Okay.
user or me as an HR wants this report generated at 12 o'clock every night and pushed to this 6 email box. This functionality we have included in the system.
Okay.
So it's a part of system, and I'll see my email. That's my work, right? That's what I'm working as it is. So this is an internal matter. This is what you call background processes or batch
Okay.
processes or scheduled processes. These are not initiated by anybody. These are happen in the background.
Okay.
So whenever I press a button called get money, the ATM delivers money to you. That's the process hidden in the ATM. You, after pressing a button get money, might be different button or different menu option, that doesn't matter, but I am initiating that action, and that's why that system is supporting me, supplying me, giving me, right? So that's internal happiness things which I have made that system for. Could you understand what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, I do.
I'm kind of lost of words right now. But yes,
No problem.
the overall things which system does are included in the box. You can
Okay.
mention them, no problem. You can mention the step as an executionary things done for a prime actor. So for a HR employee, generating leave reports, generating attendance reports done by system internally.
Okay.
Okay, so
So the
supervisor, yeah,
Mhm.
that has to go.
Okay, so the prime actor will be supervisor, right?
Yes, supervisor, HR, employee is the prime actor. Are the other actors are also playing in the system.
Okay.
So whenever I explain this thing in the conference room, employee is a prime actor because I'm trying to track employee. HR
Okay.
person is also an employee. Supervisor is also an employee. So these two are my type of actors, you can say, and they have certain process initiated by them because the reports are gathered by HR. The supervisor or the reporting authority does approve the leave,
Okay.
right, for an employee.
Okay. So the supervisor at HR can be the supporting actor?
Yes, they can be supporting actor, or even HR can be prime actor whenever you say, I want to retrieve attendance report to process payroll,
Okay.
right? And HR, philosophically thinking, he is an employee, right? At the end of the day.
Yeah, he is
Yeah,
also an
so
employer. Correct.
that way also it works, means for this scenario, for this type of vision or type of solution, HR is an employee and he is also an actor because
Okay.
he is doing something for his for his processes.
Okay. Okay, sure.
I believe this sounds a bit confusing right now, but
No,
I don't know.
it's
Let me
fine
find a
for
better
I.
way to it.
No,
You
I
got the
believe.
point, right?
Yeah, I believe the more we will do, the more we will understand, and we will
Exactly,
be clear.
exactly. And that's why primarily I want you to put the
Yeah.
efforts, and that's how we'll learn.
Yeah,
Thanks,
definitely.
thanks for understanding.
Yeah. So now the third one is
Wow.
system and service dependency.
Great, great.
Yeah. So do you want me to explain it, sir?
No, I believe it's we can read all of it, and there's a time constraint. But yes,
Yeah.
we can clearly see the touchless authentication system, leave management system, employee enrollment means it's not called employee enrollment and unenrollment. It's called registration and exit.
Okay.
But yeah, this is what the domain is all about. This is what we learn as an BA. So I'm just suggesting for overall how we can improve it. You actually made it to a great level. Yeah, you made it to a great level, and I believe this is also a professional made document. Means this is what the aesthetic is. Means you've done it really exceeding efforts in this. Thanks a lot to you. This is a kind of example or sample for all the else also. Means we are as in working together, learning together. This is really good sample for us. Please go ahead.
Yeah. So this is the
Wow.
fourth one.
Okay.
Yeah, I tried to make this also.
Uh-huh.
So this is
So diagrams, speaks lots of words, and this is how you presented it. It's really great.
yeah. So the AMS will work with the payroll system and
Right.
identity scanner and mail server, because like most of the companies has their own the server.
I know, I
It
can
also
understand. This
loaded.
is really great. Yeah. So these are all system integrating with each other. The data exchange is happening with each other.
Yeah, correct.
Anybody else have any questions or any confusions?
Only
This
one
how.
a
Yep.
perfect presentation, and now the standards are so high. I don't know how we are going to do this.
No, no.
Uh,
See, she as an artist excel, right?
Yes.
It doesn't mean that if Lata Mangeshkar is singing, I'll stop singing. I can,
That's
have my voice. I like couple of her songs and I keep singing. So this is what the artists do. Me as an artist have my own individual representation, individual interpretation of the things. So let's not conflict. I know the bar is really set high, but I don't want to each and everybody to get calibrated or get baffled up. Let's try to put in our efforts. Yeah, this is really great sample. The way she done it, it's really really great.
yes. It
Thank you,
looks
sir.
like she's a real
Ravindraji,
BA, and
Ravindraji,
she is
Yeah,
already doing it.
right.
Ravindraji.
That's a big compliment. Thank you.
No, man, it's really really means. Believe me, that's what I'm saying. It's
It's
like
on.
exceeded expectation. Even I have not expected this.
Yeah, it looks professional.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I put a
Ravindraji.
lot of effort in that. I was like kind of very confused, and you know, I just search it,
The
and I
document is not at all confused. Believe me, means everything else is kind of gray area. This is really crisp and clear. Believe me, it's really great. Please go ahead.
think yeah, it's done. I made it till here only.
Could you please come again? I couldn't hear you.
I'm saying that that's all I have done so far.
Okay, no problem. Okay, great, great. You have
Yeah, I
included
think there is some
everything.
problem with my mic, so
Come again, please.
I think there is some problem with my mic. That's why my voice
No,
is
no,
not
no, no
going
problem.
loud.
Just
Yeah.
try to improve your use case. Rest is all best, better. And I think, even I got quite a few things good as in learning here. And, that's how we keep growing. So we learn together, we improve ourselves, and that's how we do. Oh, you have Mac. You working on a Mac?
Oh yeah, sorry, I
Yeah,
don't
so this is
know.
really great. This is altogether artistic. You done everything in Word or you're using some different software?
No, I was using that lucid chart, not in the
Okay,
word.
wow. Wow, so you mastered Lucid Chat as well. That's really great. You're ready to work, man. Means
Yeah,
you
I
can start
believe
as an
it's
BA.
easy
Believe
to
me.
work. Yeah, I believe that lucid chart is easy to work. Like how much I did so far.
Great, great, great. See, all we have to
Ravindraji.
learn from her, and it's really great, great. Thanks to you. Chalo.
Ravindraji.
Anybody have any questions for me at this
Uh,
moment?
yeah, I have a question.
Please go ahead.
Ravindraji. Yeah. In simple words, just I wanted to understand, like in this chapters, three chapters we do understand. Like first chapter is for the problem, second chapter is for the solutions, third chapter is how our solutions fits into the system, and this fourth chapter interoperability requirements. If
Uh-huh.
you tell us in a simple language, like to understand it, just what it is
Uh,
exactly.
could you see the diagram on the
Yes.
screen right now?
Yeah.
So what it does, the AWS fits, right, and
Uh,
how it's enhance the overall life of a solution to which you are suggesting the solution to.
mm,
I
payrolls.
might have, so स्टेट फार्म को हम क्या दे रहे हैं?
Mm,
स्टेट फार्म की लाइफ इस सॉल्यूशन के पहले और बाद में कैसी चेंज होगी?
mm, image.
Could you understand what I'm trying to say?
No, please.
Okay, sure.
Again.
The solution I'm giving to State Farm, right? Here we are talking about AMS, attendance management solution. So how that solution will help State Farm,
Okay.
right? And what are the other systems you are interacting with? Because whenever you start working, you need to have something like mail server attached to it. You need to have payroll system attached to it, because it's an attendance system, right? If you are not generating payroll based on the latest attendance system, it defeats the purpose, right? Plus identity scanner like that iris scanner, body scanner, and all those sort of scanner, how they are attached, how they are interacting with AMS is my presentation. So the life after I given the solution, how I envision it, how it makes it easier for them after spending $2 billion or $1 million, whatever that number is. That's what the interportability requirements are. So in how you are porting your solution, how you are handing over to the solutions to them, and how that will enrich the life. Could you understand?
Yes.
Okay, so that's what we are talking about. Where am I? Okay, I need to share, right? Okay, give me a minute. Where's my presentation? It's over here. Okay, why I can't share it? I can't see. Okay,
Nice presentation.
share it from here. Just give me a minute, please. I'm trying to find my application to share. Any how can I put it? Show all windows. Yeah, chala anyway. These guys are making my life a bit difficult. Sorry, I couldn't share mine as well. Okay, so you understood what is interportability requirement. Let's not go by those words. Let's do the first 3 chapter na. Let's try to work on those, and then we'll go to the 4th and 5th and 6th. Believe me, at the end of the scrum training, scrum capsule, you will know all the other things as well. And there could be some contradiction to whatever I say as of now, because the interpretation, I want you to start thinking, I want you to start building that document in terms of thought processes. The technical terms might differ a bit, and we'll learn along our way. We will walk along the path and they will learn. Rather than making it correct as of today, we'll start learning today. That's what my motto right now. And this presentation really exceeds, means what I can say, I'll not say don't match to the expectation, but I'll say try your best whatever you have, and don't get what I can say, don't get really carried away by what he or she can do rather than what I can do. So let's start where what I can do, and let's try to do that right now. That's what my main intentions are, and we'll learn, we'll reach there, believe me, at the end of the day. Okay, so could you understand what I'm trying to say, or does that make sense to you?
Yeah. Ravinder sir.
Please go ahead.
Sir, I have the the separate use cases.
I couldn't hear you.
So what's the problem? But I'm saying I have the separate use case also. So if you're okay, I can show it right now so that you can give me suggestions on that.
Yeah, please go ahead, go ahead. No problem. I'll stop sharing. Yes, please go ahead. Santosh, does that answer your question?
Yes.
Great.
Okay. Yeah. Can you see my
I can see iMessage something.
screen? Can you see the use case?
No, I really. Now we can see. Yeah.
Okay. So this I made the first use case. This is I'm
Sure.
showing in that Lucid app only. So this is the first for login.
Mm-hmm.
So the employee, he will scan the face, which will include validate
Uh-huh.
employee ID, and then it will notify supervisor,
Sure.
and it will go to the attendance management system as well,
Uh-huh.
and it will store the login detail as well in the system.
Sure.
So
Ma'am, can I suggest one thing?
yeah, sure.
You know, though we've shared the video of a lady, I forgot the name, of lucid handshake. She's presenting. It's I think around 6 to 7 minutes video.
Okay.
If you could please see that again, I'll share that again, don't worry.
Yeah,
If you can see that again, that'll help you a lot, because here there are contradictions to because AWS AMS is the box what we're talking about, right? The scope of the
yeah,
system, so it
yeah.
shouldn't be there. These
Okay.
things happen
Can you
internally.
please?
She explained it really well. So I think let's not repeat for everybody. Just try to understand. Have a look at that video, or you can chat with me on WhatsApp as well. I'll share it to the group, because that's a kind of
Yeah, yeah.
mm, need, I believe, or you might have missed that thing. Okay, HR to the employee. Okay, HR create employee profile, perfect. Generate employee ID, great. Yes, this sounds really great, because that dabba, that box is the AMS, right? So if you
Yeah.
can write on the box somewhere AMS, so that's the system. The HR as an employee initiating certain reporting system, and him getting within the system. So this is really good use case. And employee is okay, facial scan, right? Okay, that's okay. Means you can present it that way. That's a not normal practice to show prime actor as a secondary actor, but in this special case, this is a kind of special use case what I'm talking about, because here a secondary actor, or rather a secondary user of a system using the reports of a primary actor. So this is a correct use case diagram. There's nothing wrong in this, and even philosophically do validates all the points. So please don't worry on anything else. Only that box, that blue box, whatever you click now, just start typing attendance management system, because that's what the box is all about. So you represented this use case well, no problem. Okay, the next one, employee. Okay, sorry. So this is okay, this is correct.
Okay, so then this is the unenrolled.
This unenrollment. Okay, the exit interview,
Like when
right?
the employee is leaving the company.
The supervisor
Exit,
does
yeah,
what?
you can say.
Could you magnify it a bit, please? Could you magnify the diagram, please? Means I couldn't read. Okay. Uh, uh,
Can
Update
you read now?
employee last working date. Okay. The supervisor does that for the HR. Okay, it updates in the system, right? And the system delivers the information to HR.
Yeah.
I don't know how to put these things. This is really, how can I say? Okay, but yeah, you can present it that way. And then there's a HR. HR doing Dex, was that? Delete employee. No. Nobody deletes employee profile. It's basically renamed as, exit into, what's the label? What do you call label left the employee left the organizations? Man, there's a word for it. I forgot to have that word. Nobody deletes anything in IT. No, that's okay. That's let it be there.
No, I
Nobody
couldn't get
deletes
it.
employee profile. It's normally removed, because we need the employee record, right, for our historical purpose within the organization. No, that's okay. Whatever you're doing, that thing, let it be there. Let's not update that. Only I think the label should be bit different, because whenever supervise update, or the HR updates the last day for an employee in the system, it triggers the email, or it sends the alerts to different users as per the mentioned in the vision mission policies. So that's a kind of correct. Okay, and supervisor,
I
it
think-
called normally as a reporting officer, but supervisor is also fine, no problem in that. HR is basically nobody deletes the employee profile, so it's like archived employee profile. Let's call it archived employee profile. So the employee profile gets archived, because whenever employee as in Ravindra Pandey comes again to visit the company, his historical data needs to be validated, needs to be changed, right? So let's say archived employee profile or archive employee profile.
Mhm.
Okay, these words, these small words does make a lot of difference. That's why I'm trying to insist to to change this. Please don't feel bad about it. It's not about English, it's about how you work in a corporate environment, how you represent yourself in a given scenario. So the way we are working, we are talking
Correct.
directly to many senior guys, right? So that's why I'm saying. ओके रिलीज एम्प्लॉई आईडी ठीक है कलेक्ट एम्प्लॉई आईडी ठीक है डिलीट टोटल स्कैन अगेन delete facial scan. Okay, yes, yeah, you can archive it, you can delete it, right? Do we lost the connection or something? I don't know.
Yeah, I think something is happening with my internet. I couldn't hear you.
Oh, sorry, no problem. Let's do one thing. Could you post this image on the net? Could you post this image on the group, and we can take it up from there, because it's getting late for everybody else as well. We'll take this in the next class, and we'll discuss this first. Okay. Again,
sure,
great efforts by everybody. Rupanjali, specific thanks to you. You really created a great example for everybody of us, and it's really a great start today. Yes, and Sheetal, Usha, please try to Sheetal, Usha, please try to do certain things. You shouldn't work on everything, but try to start somewhere, so that we can suggest, we can learn together, right?
Sure. Yes,
Sure,
definitely.
Ravindraji. I'll definitely do something tomorrow.
Sure, no
I would
problem.
like to
Please.
thank everyone for the ideas. Thank you very much.
Yes, thanks to you as well. Okay, let's leave here. Okay, thanks to all of you. Bye, take
Thank you,
care, have a good night.
Good night. Take care.
Thank you. Good night. Bye. Good morning.
Thank you.